straight from Georgia. It's Saturday night. What's going on, fellas? How's everything been going?
Oh, I'm doing okay right now, man. I self-quarantined. I'm going to be in here for another 2 weeks. I got plenty of supplies. I stocked up on the sanitizer. I'm okay. I'm right now. I'm sanitizing my blood with a little bit of alcohol.
Nice.
But other than that, I'm doing good, man.
Man, would you quarantine the tornado? The Wizard.
No, self-quarantine from that Corona without the line.
Man, I thought you had the Wizard of Oz going on. Take me back to New England. Kick the heels. After the tornado in Nashville, man.
I said, take Brady home. Take Brady home. Clicking my heels, man. And then that happened. I was like, okay, no more of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Instant Replay presented by the ACS Universe. I'm ACS. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS.
PJ, you can find me on Instagram at i.r.pj.
Jonathan, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at i.r.jonathan.
And you have Sloan at getfitwithsloan.com.
All right, y'all. It's been 2 weeks, man. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff taking place. Combine, things of that nature. News. I mean, I'm gonna start off with what I heard today. I don't know. It's a legit offer, right? From the Cowboys to Dak. Was that legit?
But give me the number, baby.
It's like was it 103 or 105? 103 million guaranteed, I think. They offered it.
Oh, is that what it was?
33 million.
33 million a year. Yep.
105 guaranteed.
105 guaranteed.
Well, the problem that I had with this joke, he want to turn it down. See, he gets the dumbass of the New Year. I mean, you got to get.
I don't know if he's turned it down yet or not, but that thing flashed across my phone earlier when I
heard through the grapevine that he turned it down on. It was on Thursday, Wednesday, because Jerry Jones they have a special. A franchise tag. It's called an exempt franchise clause or something where you get the big money but one shot, and he said he didn't want it, so he get the dumbass of the year 2020.
He needs to sign that guy.
Yeah, he was offered $33 million annually, 105 million guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. And they said that they've met with the quarterback and the wide receiver, Amari Cooper.
Somebody gonna have to take a pay cut
since the combine.
Somebody gonna have to take a pay cut though. One of those guys. Yeah. One of those guys gonna have to take a pay cut. But here's the problem that you're gonna have with a guy like that.
Well, who, Dak or Amari?
With Dak, he really hadn't done anything to deserve to get that kind of paper.
That's a lot of money.
Has he went deep in the playoff? Has he won a Super Bowl? Has he
Has he been solid for a whole season?
No. Without Zeke Elliott, he can't do nothing. Can't do anything.
Nobody else is going to give him an offer like that.
No, definitely not.
He's established there. He's in with all his, with the offensive line, with Zeke, with right now Amari. He ain't going to get that money anywhere else.
I just hope he doesn't marry that girl he date. Hey, did you see her?
No.
Dude, let me tell you something. You don't want to marry a dime piece. You want to marry an 8 or a 9 or a 7, or adjustable 7. Man, that girl is a dime. And I'm like, oh no.
Did you say an adjustable 7?
An adjustable 7, baby. You know what it?
Oh yeah, I got you.
I mean, I
never heard that term before. I like that.
What you got on the information box?
I got an adjustable 7.
What are you talking about?
She can't even dress right. She can't find any bikini tops.
Hey, wait a minute. When you a dime piece, you put anything on it look good. But see, the problem is with that shit, you know why she with him.
Yeah.
If he was just regular Dak at Mississippi State, he'd be with like a 6, adjustable 7, maybe a +8. Now me myself, I know I'm with a 9. You know, I know that. I know that. But see, the thing is, I got to keep that discipline strong at home because they get crazy around there sometimes. Hey, listen. Well, okay. I got to give a disclaimer tonight. Consider it Saturday night. Mm-hmm. And I told the guys out there, everybody out there in TV land, I'm going in hard tonight on everybody. I'm covering the news from the rooter to the tutor, from the hooter to the shooter. So everybody just hang on out there in TV land. We coming strong tonight. Okay, guys, you can have the floor.
Yeah, that's. I mean, if that's legitimately the offer, Dak needs to take that because nobody else is gonna pay him that, and he got a new coach. You know, what you gonna do? Stay up in there and wait till you get on coach's bad side, and then you might not get that offer again. So
yeah, but you know what the thing is, though? I mean, they got to do something with Amari. They have to, because what happened when Amari came from the Raiders to the Cowboys? Production picked up, man.
Yeah.
Dak looked way better. Amari looked good. You know what I mean? If they pay Dak, are they going to be able to pay Amari?
It depends on the cap room. But what's the cap room say? Come on, man, get the information box out.
I don't think they can. They've got to pay a bunch of other people too to keep that team rolling.
Well, the one thing they got
the defense and the offense. So,
but it's the offensive line. Everybody in the offensive line is all paid up.
Yeah, they're locked up. Yeah.
Well, okay, well we good.
But here, you know what though? The big thing is what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought now. Dang it! Go ahead, guys. I'll think of what I was going to say. I'm trying to do two things at once.
That's that Corona's. That Corona's got you. See, that Corona's up there.
Damn hockey game on.
All right, hold on.
That Corona's up there got you going on.
You want to know that this is going to change? This is going to change things.
Come on.
All right.
Give it to us, baby. Give it to us.
Assuming that the cap goes up to $200 million, like everyone's thinking it's gonna. They will have $94 million in cap space.
Oh my goodness!
Well, that's not a problem for anybody.
No wonder Dak is trying to base his contract on the new cap room, on the new cap dollars, right?
Man. Basically.
What's wrong, PJ?
That's a lot of money,
dude.
That's a lot of cap space.
Yeah,
it should be more.
They could do a lot with that.
I wish they would go back to not having a cap like this do in the old days, where you can get everybody you want.
That'd be wild, dude.
That would be the fucking wild west.
It would be like that in college football. When I was at Oklahoma, shit, man, they didn't have no scholarship limits. Everybody, man, it was always the same team. It's still the same now.
Yeah.
I mean, but now you got to get 85 instead of 130. Mm-hmm. You know, think about it, man. You got 125 guys on scholarship.
just Jesus Christ.
And everybody could play.
Yeah.
But you know what? For them to be able to pay everybody else, this is the first person they needed to pay.
Who?
It wasn't Amari. It was Dak. They needed to figure out Dak. No. They needed to figure out Dak to figure out where they were going to be able to go.
No,
They needed to find another quarterback or what. So they needed to deal with Dak first, and then now they can go ahead and once either Dak gets declines or goes to free agency or goes ahead and accepts it. They have a route to go. You know what I mean? So they're doing it early, like they should. They should have actually done it earlier, but it's all in Dak's hands now.
No, it's not. Jerry told Dak, either take this and leave, we getting Tom Brady.
Yeah, of course. Another quarterback. Another quarterback.
We gonna trade out a young quarterback for an old nag. You see, look, he got the perfect situation. Hand the ball to Zeke, left to right, throw a couple short passes. Hand the ball to Zeke, left to right, throw a couple short passes. What? If I'm a Tom Brady, I'll leave New England, go to Mark Braver club. The damn Titans. Hell yeah. You got Big Henry back there?
Tom Brady doesn't have the ball, so we've...
Yeah, Tom Brady like a battered wife.
He's scared. You watch.
You whip ass.
You know what? I don't want to go nowhere new. I'm just going to stay here.
He should stay.
Sure, I'll take 22 and keep rolling with the same old.
Tom Brady.
You don't need the money. He just wants to win now,
It's
man.
not about
That's all it's about is winning.
no. He passed the winning, man. He wants to be appreciated. I heard a very
No, he doesn't.
listen here, hometown. I heard from a okay. Listen here, hometown. I heard from a reliable source. Now you know when I say I got receipts, you know I have receipts. All right. I heard that he ain't got no problem with the money. The problem is he want acknowledgement from Belichick. Belichick never
I heard a whole bunch of that too all week. You know,
man.
I'm sick of talking about the Tom Brady thing, man.
Why you sick? I'm going in on all of. I'm going in on Phillip Rivers' old ass. Eli talking about he want to come back now. I mean, man, look. Drew Brees, they gonna run Bridgewater out of New Orleans. They gonna be stuck with a running back quarterback. Mm-hmm. Did you know they franchise tags that son of a bitch?
Who?
Taysom Hill.
Man.
Yeah. They're gonna use a first round tender on him. What was that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they can't do it until what's the 20? What is it?
18th.
The 18th.
Okay, yeah. But what you say about Vrabel? I just throw this in there real quick. If them fools let Tannehill slide up out of there, stupid. I was listening to the radio and they was talking about Tannehill when he come in week 7.
Right.
Most of his passing stats best in the league from this season.
Yeah, they talking about they gonna pay Henry, but they ain't gonna pay Tannehill. I said, well, okay.
Tannehill can play good in that system. Shit. Don't let Tannehill slide out of there. He played good last year. You can't say he didn't. He played. Yeah. In that system, well, I guess it compliments him just because they got Derrick Henry. Offensive line is nice.
Man, look at that. That joker, 50 years old. I know him. Dexter Jackson, man.
Oh, Dexter,
former Mr. Olympia, man. He's hanging out with the boy. What? I know all the bodybuilders. Yeah, where get that gear from, boy? Shit, I've been told, bro. I'm thinking about getting some.
Who he beat that year? Cutler, wasn't it?
Yeah, get my legs big again. Shit, man. You know, at my age, shit get a little weak. Can't hold up old girl, man.
You need to be able to do that.
All right, what y'all got, man?
Well, I'm just looking at the Taysom Hill thing. They're going to do the first round tender on him.
First round tender?
Yeah.
How much he gonna make? He gonna get paid, though, ain't he?
No, sounds like they're going to just see.
No, I mean they're going to be able to retain him,
But
unless they get
a first round pick.
right.
And ain't no one gonna.
Man, that's
Nobody's going to give him a first round pick because he's not an established quarterback.
That man can't even throw fucking football, man. He completed 7 passes. Everybody think he the damn second coming of Drew Brees.
Oh, try so then what team do you think would make a play at him and try to get him?
Who?
What team do you think would need him?
Not for a first round pick.
New England gonna do it. Tim Tebow style. What? I told y'all. Judge, you gonna get mad at me tonight, boy. I told everybody I come in on a Saturday. I'm signifying hard tonight. Now, I could have been at the Honor Classic tonight, and the damn Coronas messed me up. So hey, I don't drink no Corona, but I'm gonna talk some Corona tonight. So let's get this thing.
I wish I
What?
invested money in fucking Purell. The hand sanitizer. Woo.
I went shopping today, man. I just got back from shopping. They're freaking
long time ago. Back.
There's no Lysol, nothing on the shelves.
1989, Kimberly Clark, Sloan. My papa said everybody got to wipe their ass and shave.
Kimberly Clark makes toilet paper towels.
There you go.
Yep.
And everybody, this one man, Americans use the most toilet paper out of anybody in the world.
Well,
I know, man.
it's not only toilet paper, but it's...
What do you got bidets in your house?
No, man, I got hand wipe ass.
We can't be talking about how we wipe our ass down here. Come on.
Hey, I told y'all, people in TV land, excuse me, it's Saturday night. Go to church tomorrow. We pray to Jesus. But anyway, I'm satisfied tonight. So,
what y'all got, man? Give me some news.
We got, man.
Go ahead, Sloan.
With the boys at the combine, man, they talking about Tuna Valor. They looking at him as a backup now.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
My, how far the mighty have fallen. Jesus, a backup?
No, they always have thought that because he ain't athletic.
Yeah.
Now, here's the deal. You can't run away from SEC linemen, what's going to happen when you get in the NFL?
Yeah.
You will get what? Caught.
Yeah, but no quarterbacks really lit it up in the combine.
Jalen Hurts.
Well,
Jalen Hurts
and Burrows didn't even go.
And Love, you know the boy Love
They
from Utah?
didn't even perform there.
That's the
So they didn't do
sleeper
anything.
quarterback of the draft. Love from Utah. Man, listen here. Watch the tape on this Joker. This Joker breaking down defenses with a bad coach. That was this past year in Utah. Man, look. You know, in the NFL, when you run coverages, the coverages move as the play develops, right? He looking guys off. He saw 3 guys over on the field side, 2 guys on the boundary. They run the 2 deep coverages. He looked them off, made the safety roll over the top. Then on the backside, man, you had 1-on-1. He looked this way and boop, hit it. I was like, damn. See, the problem with he was, you look at his sophomore tape, he was stunner. But the coach left, and they got this other coach came in, wanted to run the ball. Boy had footwork problems, man, because the offensive line was bad. Can't set his feet.
Yeah.
You know, you see the tape, man. You know, well, you see the tape. You know, so
He can read defenses. That's better than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Patrick
he's
Mahomes
smart.
can read defense until halfway through this last season.
Yeah, dude. When I saw that shit, I was, what the?
man, you don't need to read no defense when you got an arm like that. Shit, you got. Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. You got Tariq Hill. You got what's the other boy name? You got Kelsey.
Kareem Hunt.
Then you got Kareem Hunt. Then you got what's the other boy name? The boy that came from he came from
LaShawn McCoy.
No, he washed up. He wouldn't even play. What's the guy now? My boy Williams, Damon Williams from Oklahoma, playing running back. Should have got the MVP. But anyway,
you right about that.
Sammy Watkins, you got all them cats out there playing receiver, man. You don't need to read no damn defense. They gonna get open anyway. What?
But speaking of that though, did McCoy get a carry in the Super Bowl?
No,
He didn't.
No.
He got him a ring though.
finally.
That was it for him.
Yeah. Oh no, he probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he was
He's a
signed.
free agent.
Man, let me tell you something. You got Damon Williams, University of Oklahoma running back. He wasn't even one of our top running backs at OU. Let's see what he's doing in the pros.
Mm-hmm.
That's talent.
It goes like that.
That's why I always say, you know, those draft picks sound nice, but they ain't nothing but lotto tickets.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ain't nothing but lotto. You might scratch that sucker off,
And hit one.
have to toss it right in the trash.
Yep.
You might scratch one of them ones you bought down later in the pack. Win yourself.
You say thank
$1
you.
million.
You say thank you, Jesus. Lord has been good to me.
I wasn't gonna buy that ticket, but something told me, you know.
Yeah. Something.
Something told me to get it. Those other ones I bought early on, they didn't do shit for me. Here you go, you little 6-rounder, you lucky.
I know what you talking about for the 6th round.
Yeah, you talk about
Hey.
Antonio Brown, best 6-rounder ever.
6th rounder, 6 Super Bowl. That's all I got to say. 9 times.
You got that shit
So
right.
you know that's why I'm looking at that Taysom Hill thing. Who knows? Somebody might bite on it.
He can't throw.
But you can't say the dude's not athletic.
I ain't never said he wasn't athletic now. Shit. That's
Somebody might
he's an
get-
athlete.
Well, the dude needs to take. He can't take the Tim Tebow approach where I'm gonna play quarterback. I don't care.
And so
guess
far,
what?
he
Tim
hasn't.
Tebow never was no damn quarterback, man.
But still, he wouldn't take. He was a good athlete like Taysom Hill. He wouldn't take a.
No, what made Tim Tebow good, he was playing with Percy Harvin, Murder Hernandez, all of them boys.
But so Tim Tebow probably could have. He probably could have ran the ball. He probably could.
He was slow. He ran a 5 flat at 40, man. He wasn't fast.
Tim Tebow was pretty fast. Man.
No.
I had to see him
No, you
everywhere.
said that because he was smoking Georgia ass. That's why you said that. But he was slow. Well, but believe it or not, Tim Tebow got Oklahoma too in the championship game too. They got him down to Norman. So I ain't gonna lie to you. He smoked us too. So
But if Taysom Hill takes that approach to where like, you know what I mean?
But he hasn't. He lines up as
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but
he lines up as wide receiver, lines up as a tight end. He'll get in the eye.
kick return.
and he blocked punts.
He block punts. He'll get in the eye for a running back.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's a utility man. He reminds me of you guys probably remember Nolan Cromwell that played back during my time. He played for the Rams. He was the all state 100-meter champion in Kansas. He broke actually John Riggins' state championship records in Kansas. Now think about it. John Riggins was fast. Hey, Nolan Cromwell played backup quarterback. He played receiver. He held for kickoff on the field goals. Man, he did everything. And guess what his main position was? He was a safety. He started at safety on offense, on defense, rather. Yeah. But no, man, the thing that I was just shocked about this week was how the players voted down the collective bargaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up about the collective bargaining agreement.
Man, Jonathan, what was your take on it? Because, see, what I got from an inside source, that they wanted the weed smoking thing, that they could smoke weed all the time and not lifetime health care.
That was part of it, but that wasn't the whole end all be all of all of it. You know what I mean? That they're looking at the 17 games. I think is a big thing that they're not liking because basically it's going to end up being 18 games, and the share that they're getting with the new added playoff games, they're not happy with that because it gives a boost to the 60% of players that get the minimum. But it doesn't give really much of a boost to anybody, in pay to anybody above that pay grade. So from what I was seeing, I was just reading a big article about it on ESPN. There's a lot of good things in here that they like. I think they're close, man. I think they're close to getting to an agreement, but they're going to have to, it's a back and forth. It's a negotiation. And negotiations don't happen, you go back and forth. You compromise a little bit, but the owners got the players by the balls, really, because the younger guys and the people that make the minimum, they have, you know what I mean? They're going to be the ones pushing for people to sign it because they get the most out of it.
Right.
To me, that's what I see, anyways. That's what I see. But the big thing that I like is the roster. Stuff. I don't know if you guys saw anything
they want to
about
add
that.
more players to the active roster.
Well, they should.
Yeah, but they're adding more players to the active roster, and the practice squad players are getting more pay.
They should.
And being able to not have to go through waivers to bring a player to elevate a player, or to you know what I mean, to elevate the player to the team. They're going to expand the rosters for the practice players. I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? With all the injuries and stuff like that, they need to make that a little bit. They have more teams have more flexibility with their roster, and that is one thing that really caught my eye about the whole thing. So I don't know. I was just reading this article. It was really interesting about the ins and outs of the whole damn thing. The guaranteed contracts is a no right now. So I don't think that's gonna happen at all.
I think they should get guaranteed, man. Shit,
it should. Yeah,
you're making $9-10 billion a year, man. Hell, you can go and write that check one time and call it a night. But what they're afraid of, guys might get that Hainsworth disease. You remember the Hainsworth?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hainsworth got all that money, 54 guaranteed. He said, well, I guess I'm going to gain about 400 more pounds.
Yeah, and go have some chicken wings.
And
show up to training camp just a little slow.
Little slow. What's up, bitch, man?
When you get cut by the Redskins, that tells you something.
Right. So that's what that was all about. So, I mean, football is weird, man.
Man, he had one good one. He went and stepped on that boy's face that one time in the game.
He should have never played again.
Yeah, and then they let him come back. He had a monster season. They got all that money.
But that's how football is.
And then just like PJ said, money couldn't stay off the damn KFC.
Yeah, man. Football, if you ain't raped no girl or killed well, you could kill somebody. But if you ain't raped a child or did something like that, man, shit, you got a chance on the roster. Cause what's that boy name that played the MMA? What was his name? Beat that little bitty 110-pound girl up and threw on top of the guns and everything.
Oh, the dude that played for the Cowboys? The Cowboys signed.
Yeah, what was his name?
I can't remember, man.
Oh, man.
That boy, he over-disciplined that girl, man. He put some whooped her.
He threw on them AKs.
Yeah, man, I mean, what was his name? Greg Hardy.
Yeah. That was it.
You know he got his ass whooped in MMA just recently.
I wouldn't doubt it.
See, he beat up them guys that were scared of him. He got in the game. He got in the ring with a real fighter. You know, it's kind of funny when you see guys walk to the ring. And one guy, you look at him and say, "Damn, I know I'm gonna get my ass kicked today." That dude beat his ass.
Like Kimbo Slice. Kimbo Slice boy beating them dudes up on the internet, and he got up in the real ring, and it was like
skill set wasn't there.
Nah. Oh, but man, off sport, but boy, when I first started watching Kimbo, I was like, who? These dudes was paying Kimbo to come back there and beat them down.
Backyard.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, down 3,000 is fighting too. See, man, I keep up with all that backyard shit, man. What? I thought you guys were sports guys. Hey, you know, we had badminton last week.
Yeah.
Now we got to do fencing. They had the fencing championship this past week. I watched that shit on the Fox Sports Softball.
Yeah, FS1.
Yeah, baby, should have had them Wake Forest up on there. Ching, ching, ching. That girl did it with the damn left hand. I used to fence.
You used to fence?
Yeah. Whew. Shit, man, the suto dos, man. What? Dude, hey, look, it ain't football season, so I'm getting into all the stuff I likes to do.
Hey.
Yeah, we rolling tonight up here.
We welcome that.
Saturday night with the AC Universe.
Yeah, we got the XFL on, you know. XFL's getting better.
Dude, it's impressive.
I don't know what the NFL is going to take out of this, but
They're going to get the kickoff.
I hope so.
Man, the kickoff
I like it.
is nice.
It's safer, no concussion.
They had their first return for a touchdown.
We just watched one a little while ago.
Return.
We're watching the New York Dallas game, and right before we got on,
Bob Smith's about to have a heart
they
attack
had
on the
one.
sideline.
Back to back.
Oh, so now that's the second one, all right?
we saw back.
Maybe they're trying to figure. Maybe they're figuring it out now.
It's just it's
There's no way
it's
that
all
would
blocking.
Yeah, I mean, you just basically go up there chicken fighting with a guy because you're not running full speed. The only people running full speed is the kicker and the guy that's catching the ball on the back. It's like a long handoff.
Yep.
That's all it is.
You throw some big guys in there that can move some people.
But guys, listen here. You know, you talk about news. I got some of I got the craziest football story ever told.
Oh shit!
Hit us with it, man.
You teased me with this earlier.
Man, you know Bob Kraft got his Super Bowl ring stolen. You know that, right?
Which one?
Yeah.
Did you know that, Jeff?
Yeah, by the somebody in Europe. I forget, Prime Minister or something.
Oh,
Or Canada.
Yeah. When Bob Kraft wrote it for one of them Jewish organization things. Putin took his damn ring and said, "You ain't getting it back."
Yeah.
Straight up gangster, man.
Like he said, let me see it, and he gave it to him, and he like
He put it on his head and he said, "Can I have it back?" He said, "No." And then his boy stepped to him and said, "What you gonna do?"
Nothing.
Man, I heard that, man. I was over at the big house, right? And I was like, "No way." He said, "Yeah, Sloan, you would not believe." I said, "What?"
Which one was it? Which ring was it?
Not this, the one before that one.
The Falcons
one?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's the best one too.
Yeah.
He took that.
That's right. We'll get another one
Man,
made.
think about this, man. You supposed to be Bob Kraft, one of the richest dudes in the world, and Putin say, "Listen here, this mine."
How was he there? Would he just?
No, they was on it because he was doing a thing for one of them Jewish Federation things. So he was going over. You know, Bob Kraft big with the Apex and all that. Yeah, you know, and I thought they were gonna take his charter away since he got caught with them hoes, but they said, "Well, you gave all that money, but we overlooked that." Just don't let nobody know about the next one.
You know, I forgot. I knew that story too, and I just totally forgot about
that
it.
happened a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was sitting over at the house, man, like, man, you know, I said, "What the hell?"
Shit. You want to wake up from your sleep, you just let that one go. You're like, I can get another one. He got another one sitting at the house.
Man, you know,
like,
he would have took Pookie Ray. Pookie would have been all up on him. Pookie like, "Shit, man, that's my pawn money when I need to get shot." When I get shot, man, I go in, get the ticket back, bring it in. Y'all never pawned them before?
Yeah.
All right, then. Shit.
I know how it works.
I used to go to the pawn shop to buy stuff. You know how many times I bought girl jewelry from pawn shops? No, I'm serious, man. Man, let me tell you something. When I first started dating and shit, right? And who's my wife? and I ain't want to spend no money on her, cause you just meet somebody, you don't want to spend no money on somebody you just meet. That make most guys simp out like that. I wasn't simping, so I'm pimping, not simping. so I went down to the 5 Points. Guy said, hey brother, I got something for you. I said, what's that is, man? He said, man, it's 24 karat gold. I said, how much you want for it? He said, $40. I said, all right, cool. So I got the bracelet for $40. Called my girl over at Neiman Marcus. Hey, I want to come over to give me one of them Neiman Marcus boxes with the bag and shit, right? Dude, got to the house, man. Old lady said, well, I can't wear nothing but 24 karat gold. That's real soft. Mm-hmm. I said, yeah, okay. She said, now if it's bad gold, it's going to turn green on me.
Turn her finger green, yep.
Man, she put that thing on her neck, man. We in the mood. She started scratching. She said, damn, I got a rash. I'm like, oh, man. After that, dude, any piece of jewelry I get now, I got to get it custom made. I have to have my loop and look at every diamond and everything now. I have to
you
pay.
live and you learn.
No, man, if I was with like Chiquita or Zaquasa or something like that, or Becky, I could have got away with it. But then you got one of these girls with these sensitive skins. I picked the wrong one.
The creams they use, man. he said you ain't got a Neiman Marcus box in the bag.
Man, did you know I used to do that all the time? Because every time the girl at Neiman Marcus, I go there to buy scarves for my mama. Mm-hmm. And so she say, oh, Mr. Sloan, you got a new girlfriend? I said, yeah, girl, give me one of them boxes. they all knew, man. I was running game, dog. I run a game, man. But it happens. Yeah. It happens, man.
Obviously, it'd be working.
So the CBA, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I think so.
Man, it's Saturday.
Hey, you guys got anything else on that?
No,
man.
I did. You know what? Damn it, where did I hear it? I can't even remember if it was this morning or yesterday.
Was it fake news?
It probably was, but it was somebody came out and said that the owners wanted the players to turn it down so that they can come back with another one with 18 games.
I mean, they might, like Jonathan said earlier, it's a negotiation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're eventually going to work their way to 18 games. You know what I mean? That's what the owners want, and they're going to get, man.
They're going to get 18 games and take a preseason game away.
Well, that's part of the
season. Let me tell you, they already took a preseason game away, which the players, like. But on the drug policy, they did make changes to it. It would eliminate suspensions for positive marijuana tests and limit the testing period to the first 2 weeks of training camp and raise the threshold for the positive tests from 35 to 150 nanograms of THC. That's going to obviously limit a bunch of suspensions. Basically, if you test positive, your test gets reviewed by a board of jointly appointed medical professionals to determine whether you need any kind of treatment.
Man,
so basically, you can use it, but if you're just sitting there smoking an ounce at a sitting, they're going to go ahead and be like, yeah, no, you're not using that just because, for pain. You're using that because you want to have some fun.
Recreational.
Yeah, well, that's what they want. They want to sit around and smoke an ounce at a time.
Man, you don't want
of course, but they shouldn't be able to, because like Sloan said, you don't want a bunch of stone guys out in the field.
Right, man. I like
practice.
Right, I like playing with coke heads.
You were saying that last week.
No, I'm serious, man. Guys I knew to smoke weed when I was playing, I couldn't stand them, so I'm a gun. Yeah, man, what's up, man? Cokehead, yeah, let's get it. Let's do it, baby.
Banging helmets against it.
Yeah. Give me. I want to crunk me a cokehead. I don't want no man. But they still ain't testing. They still ain't testing blood now. They ain't testing blood. Mm-hmm. They don't want to do the blood because the blood means you getting that real gear. See that? See, you get them old boy, a couple of old boys, man, been using that. What's that boy name with the receiver from New England? He got popped.
Oh, Edelman.
Yeah. And, you know, little 5'8" dude like that ain't gonna be surviving the league without taking a little something. You know,
He needed some help.
you gotta get a little
Especially
boost.
dudes that go across the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. I always talk about that. Roseville getting mad every talk about the Cowboys and stuff, man. Man, I saw an interesting program the other night, man, of the greatest Miami Hurricanes. They had Ed Reed, Michael Irvin, Ray Lewis, and what's the other guy named that played receiver from he's from down in New Orleans too. What's his name? The guy that played Reggie Wayne.
Oh yeah.
They had the guess who they voted the best Miami Hurricane ever?
Ray Lewis.
Nope.
Who was it?
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed? Yeah.
Ed Reed.
All right.
Ed Reed.
I can see that. Yeah.
That's not bad. I'll take that.
And Jimmy Johnson came back on the panel and stuff. It was a pretty good show, man.
Yeah, because if you said I figured they would have said Ray Lewis, and I'd have been like,
I thought they were gonna give Jim Kelly because he was the one that started with Snellenberger. Mm-hmm. You remember Jim Burke was on that team, man. They had some ball players on that team. They had some.
Wow.
So
Wow. Hey, they changed the policy on performance-enhancing drugs, too.
I just said that. Did I just come on, JB?
He said-
I must have missed that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You must have been watching that hockey game. You watching that hockey game?
No, I'm trying to get around, but I can't connect my Fire Stick right now. So
Yeah, because I'm watching the Arnold Classic, and I'm watching the XFL, and I'm dealing with the AC Universe tonight. So I'm multitasking.
So a first failed test for stimulants or diuretics would result in a 2-game suspension. A first failed test for anabolic steroids would result in a 6-game suspension.
oh wow.
And manipulation and or substitution and use of a prohibited substance will land players an 8-game suspension.
Man, you know
A second violation for stimulants or diuretics results in a 5-game suspension, and a second violation for anabolics results in a 17-game suspension.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, they put 17 games in there for.
Yeah, you know, most teams ain't gonna go to the playoffs, so you just
They're just thinking ahead for the 17-game
Of course
season.
they are.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how it
And
is.
also, the new deal also increases punishment for DUI
What?
to a 3-game suspension.
No.
You know, they should have no excuse for a DUI.
Well, they should have John Irsay getting pulled over on the side of the road, $35,000 of cash with 3 holes coked out on the side of the road.
Prescription pills in his pocket.
Yeah. Then you got Jerry Jones getting towed up in the elevator, got the girl on her knees. Oops. But anyway, don't even talk about Bobby Kraft. Now he could have called the girl to the house. He go with that. He paid $20. You a billionaire? You paid $20 for a piece of tail.
So I guess suspended players for all of that stuff. Suspended players will now be permitted to be at the team facility during the second half of their suspension period.
Oh, you know what? They're doing that, keep them out of trouble.
Get him back at home, man. So
Right.
he can keep watching you.
But, yeah,
Make sure you don't get into any more trouble, you idiot.
They need to do some rules for owners for misconduct.
Well, they should, but you know they're not part of that. They're not part of the NFLPA.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they part of the Shield. What's that boy name up in Cleveland? Stealing all that money with the people with the marathon and rigging up trucks and stuff. Oh, did I say something wrong?
No, I'm with you. Those guys need to have some rules to follow themselves.
Right.
You know, but you know any NFL player, part of the NFLPA, has a little card in his wallet. If you ever need a ride,
Yep.
call this number. A car service will pick you up and drive drive you wherever you
Those
need
guys,
to go.
they don't be thinking, man. They don't be thinking. I don't think nobody, even to this day, should be a drunk driver with Uber and Lyft and that kind of thing.
People that don't think, you know.
No.
Do you guys have a problem with anything that we just discussed on that, though, about the drug policy? Do you guys think that's all okay?
I think they should legalize gear. Let everybody take it.
Boy, it'd be nuts.
They do.
It would be nuts. You want to talk about?
In the 1970s and
They're
the
relaxing
80s,
it, though.
the gear didn't start testing for gear until the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Shit,
I know.
man.
Pittsburgh Steelers were so happy about that.
Man, look what you talking about, boy. Shit. But they wasn't filming nobody, though.
don't matter. You don't have to when you're 4 times the size of everybody.
You just move them out the way.
So how long does gear stay in your system?
It normally stays in your system for 8 to 16 weeks at the most. It all depends on what you're taking, man, because you're taking some. Now the stuff back in the day when I was coming up, man, it was pure stuff. It would stay in your system longer. Now you got a lot of synthetic stuff, man. The stuff that they got now, man, you don't know what you're getting because they got that stuff coming over there from China over there, them ching chongs, man.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
With all that, they got fat blood in it and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Virus free.
Yeah, man. Me don't get your talk your shoot your shot, dog. Man, so you got to watch that stuff. What? Does something wrong? Man,
So they should go all off season on that stuff, and then once it rolls around to season,
it's time.
they can go ahead and
they
can go ahead and so they can work out and get bulk up and do their thing and push hard all off season.
That's how.
And then when it comes time, they can get that out of the system.
That's how Edelman got popped. He got popped. He got popped right before the season started
because his timing was off.
Right, because he was trying to get back from that knee injury.
Right.
It wasn't
right.
You know, he had some setbacks. And he was trying to push himself to get ready for the season.
He said, "Go on, hit me one time. Hit me in the butt in the right cheek. Hit me in the right cheek, something like that."
It never came out. It never came out. What
he hit some get me repaired quick stuff.
Let me see if it ever came out.
So he said, "Hit me in the ass right quick, baby. So I got to play. I got to get that money." Because he got a hot wife too.
No, he's single.
Shit. He had to be right.
He clapping. That's what he is.
Yeah. He got to get right.
Speaking of Edelman, why don't we talk about that? What do you guys think about that at the Syracuse game with him and Brady? Do you guys think that was anything? Or do you think that was just a bunch of boys hanging out and him talking some shit right there?
Just boys.
No, you know what that was? That was boys hanging out.
Jimmy Fallon and him.
That was boys hanging out, and that was Edelman pushing his. He's got a whole campaign now. Stay Tom 2020.
Oh, well, that's it. But yeah, he's pushing his all his little T-shirts.
He's pushing his merch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man,
you think that's what it was?
No commercials were fire.
Plus, he's having fun.
Yeah. Well, he's probably drunk by then, anyways. He looked a little bit squinty-eyed.
But that boy looked like he looked Chinese with his eyes were so tight though, man. I'm telling you.
He was smiling the whole time.
Yeah, he like he had makeup on too. You see Tom Brady's face? His face was so smooth.
Jimmy Fallon looks like he has makeup on all the time. Tom Brady.
Yeah, he was, man. Joker eye tight. Look like Chinese, boy. I'm talking about shit.
The Nerf commercial was fire though. I gotta say that shit. I like.
Oh my gosh, that Nerf commercial was great.
And then just
Joe Burrow stopped eating the dirt.
He just wasn't on the team at all.
No,
you need to show that to Sloan, man.
What? Show me what?
It's they're sponsored by Nerf now. Like Julian Edelman. Who else was it?
No, they
Joe Burrow looking like he's 12.
Contact with him, Joe Burrow. Let's see.
There was a receiver.
The receiver for
it was Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey.
Signify.
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey, Edelman, Jamal Adams. Who else was there?
I want to think that's it.
But there was
another guy. So there's an orange team and another team, the blue team or something.
Yeah, the blue team. Yeah, no, the receiver from Pittsburgh.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, Juju.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and they have a house. It's called the Nerf House, and they all they do is play Nerf.
Yeah. I need to check that out.
They shoot each other with the Nerf thing. It's pretty funny commercial with all these NFL players. It's really good, man. Actually, I laughed. It was really funny.
Since you the movie man.
Oh, and Joe Burrow, of course.
Joe Burrow is like Macaulay Culkin, man.
He does. And you know what?
He probably hates it too.
Man, I don't know.
He was Michael Jackson. Did I say something wrong, guys?
See, like Michael Jackson.
See, you guys got me acting up tonight. See, I told y'all.
He looks like Michael Jackson.
Joe Burrow, man.
No, he said Macaulay Culkin.
He really thinks so.
He's talking about Macaulay Culkin hanging out with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay. I thought you meant Joe Pearl looked like Michael Jackson. I'm like, what?
Get that picture. AC, get them arms long, baby. Peace. Yes.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, you need to watch that commercial, man.
I need to check it out, man. I need to check it out.
Go check it out at.
But anyways, did you guys take anything from that whole thing at the Syracuse basketball game?
No, it was just some guys having fun, man.
But the guys
That's what I thought too. But what about the whole video with Vrabel FaceTiming?
Man,
You saw that?
What?
They were FaceTiming with Mike Vrabel at that game. Edelman and Brady were passing the phone back and forth, talking to him.
how many?
And that's another one of his boys.
How many? And, people are talking about Tennessee tampering because of that shit.
Man, you don't start tampering time.
No.
They're not gonna. You don't tamper till the 18th.
It actually starts
16th.
Yeah.
That's when the tampering starts.
But you know what? Them boys, they were on teams together for how many years?
Right.
Yeah.
Not Edelman. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Edelman was there with Vrabel.
No.
He wasn't with Vrabel.
But
But they're friends.
Obviously, Vrabel hung out.
They're with all the people they know. They know each other.
Plus, I'm sure Vrabel hung out the facility, whatnot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They know.
They're just good friends. It'd be like me out somewhere else with Anthony.
Yeah.
Me and Anthony hitting up Sloan on the.
Yeah, man, we go down to the mansion and have some real fun. Shit. Hey, by the way, man, hey, y'all want me to bring the girls home next time?
What?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You keep talking about it. Just
I got real.
Just bring them with you next time. Let's see what they do.
No, I can't do that now. Holly being shot up the place, man. Hey, now Holly my girl. Now I don't want to make her jealous.
This the back door. You got the whole.
They do
the winding staircase. Just go winding staircase.
Man, let me stop. See, Johnny, you need to stop. Johnny, you can't come anyway because you feel how you get a house.
I'm all right. Hey, look.
You have to listen.
I can look at the menu. I just can't order.
Man, I ain't never seen a man looking at me and then order something.
I'm just gonna have an appetizer.
There you go. Stop lying. Hey, but check this out though. Last week I showed PJ some of the talent them girls with. PJ was like, go back to younger days.
You are gonna get them in trouble tonight, aren't you? See, I can say all this stuff from up here.
Man, look, you gotta see the boys, man, when they come in the gym, AC. You gotta see how the guy, they mouth be hanging over. So I can't believe you know something like that. Boy, what you talking about? Boy, I know everybody. I know. Shit, I just get on the phone and make a phone call, boy. Shit, make a house call. People get pissed off.
Oh man.
What?
What news you guys got?
Shit.
News, man.
News, man.
Slam. It's gonna be next time we get on here though. It's gonna be like just a few days afterwards. It's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah.
How about Chargers signing Eckler? 4 year?
Yeah,
$5 million?
Well, that just took away my hell no.
Well, because who's gone?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That means
Gordon's gone.
Yeah.
But Gordon really didn't need to. He should have never held out.
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna say he held out for that money, and now what?
He ain't getting nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was insignificant.
Well, he didn't get nothing from them. He
Oh,
didn't
man,
get
hey, we got
somebody.
the boxing on, baby. We good tonight. Yep. Yeah, man. I got the Honor Classic on. I got the boxing on. I got the AC Universe. We're rolling strong
Tyson.
tonight.
Oh, that's after last week's fight.
Yeah, that's after last week fight. Lenny Lewis, man. Lenny Lewis Lenny Lewis to me, he's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis was fire. Did he? Oh, he cut it all off. I ain't seen Lennox Lewis in a long
Oh,
time.
he went bald.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, you got the shine at the top. See, I got a bald head, but I ain't got no shine at the top. See, I got mine.
You just shave it off.
I just shade out because I'm too lazy to go to the barber shop. But AC, you keep your hair cut short too, don't you? Mm-hmm. How come? You don't want nobody to see your hair?
Nah, man, you can see my hair.
Yeah.
I just always keep it short, man.
You kept it short in the military?
You had to.
Oh.
Shit, them motherfuckers come through there. Well, they'll come through there with a damn ID badge or debit card or something. And
Really?
get towed up for that stuff.
Damn. No wonder I ain't been in the military then. I wouldn't have made it. I would have had to been like a.
They'll do it on here too, on your neck, because you got to be clean shaven and stuff.
I would have to been like a Navy SEAL, so I couldn't be just no average guy, man.
Them dudes they got to grow them out, man. They was over there chilling.
Yeah, you got to blend in. You know, my trainer, the guy that trained me in football, he was ex-Navy SEAL.
Oh yeah.
He got his ring, everything, man. He a bad boy. Yeah, we used to go hiking and camping and stuff, man. In the cut. Boy, shit. I used to have a good time, man. I mean, one time we took Iris rock climbing with us, and one of his boys that was on his platoon, you know, my wife, man, she was the only girl with us, right? And said, man, what you doing bringing a woman on the thing? She said, what you mean? What you doing bringing a guy that look like you on the thing? so we got to climbing the rocks, right? And Mike got sick. Mike started throwing the eye and said, "Oh, I thought what we just bringing a sick ass man for the water." He had the nerve to tell me, "Man, you need to shut her up." I say, "Oh no,
you started that shit."
Yeah, for real.
Now you talking about that can signify? Shoot, man. She told my mama the other day. My mom, I was talking. She said, "Well, Sloan, I don't know what you complaining about. The lights still come on when you come home, so what you worried about?" I said, I got a generator outside, that's why the lights come on. I paid for it.
Look, what y'all think about Fitzpatrick voting for the CBA?
Well, he old, got money, he graduated.
He got 17 kids.
You know what he is? He's a man that never got a big contract.
Right.
He's a man that bounced around to 9 different teams.
Right.
He's a man that feels the way that 80% of the NFL feels.
Right.
He says, you know what, for journeymen, for guys that don't get the guaranteed, that aren't going to get the guaranteed money.
Yeah.
You know, this is a good deal for them. This is good for them. This is fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's the J.J. Watts, it's the Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, those are the dudes. Russell Wilson.
You got 45, $50 million guarantee. You ain't worried about that. You set.
Mm-hmm.
When you only gonna get what $3-4 million signing bonus. You know, you still trying to live that NFL lifestyle. You go buy a big ass house, $1 million. You got
buy your mama house,
Bentley, that kind of stuff, man. Shit, that little $4 million go quick, man. Let me tell you something. You know, your boy that Cleveland man. He's one of my relatives.
My boy at Cleveland.
Not Baker Mayfield. The defensive back from LSU. Okay. So my pops told him, don't spend out. He took all our families, man, on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
For what? Down to Anguilla. I didn't go. My dad said, if you got my last name, you ain't getting on that boat.
Yeah.
But my baby sister went, you know, she took her kids and everything, man. I wasn't allowed to go. I didn't want to go anyway, though, man. But, I mean, it's just the fact that, man, he was a number 1 draft pick, man. He only signed for, like, what, $8 million guaranteed, man. And he took the whole family on a boat trip, man. Plus 2 houses they rent down there.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
nothing.
Crazy. Just crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Just crazy, man. I mean, my dad said you can't do that, you know, but some guys do, man.
Yeah. Then they be sitting around there with the rabbit ears.
So I think that's why Fitzpatrick's like, you know what, this is good for the guys that aren't going to get that.
He wants to be benevolent. He wants to be charitable.
I don't think he wants to be charitable. I just think he knows what those dudes are going through.
Of course he does, but see, he wasn't smarter guys though. He went to Harvard.
Yeah, and also, to be honest, Fitzpatrick's name is big. Like he's a big name in NFL. Fitzpatrick.
He's an icon.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, his name, but him, he's not so. So you know what I'm saying. So you know him doing that, maybe he's hoping to sway some other dudes to do that too, because he ain't getting that big. Like, who does not know who Ryan Fitzpatrick is? If you're a fan of the NFL, everybody knows.
He's an icon, man.
Yeah. But like,
seriously,
he's not though. You know what I mean?
He's an icon, but not a. Yeah, you.
No. forever. In 50 years, you can ask me, you remember Ryan Fitzpatrick?
You
I'm
gonna
like,
say, hell yeah.
I'm like, I thought it was common.
but will somebody say, hey, you remember Ryan, first ballot Hall of Famer Ryan Fitzpatrick?
You gonna say hell no?
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
even when you get your all-timers, you still gonna remember Fitzpatrick.
Yep.
I remember him
laughing about the beard.
I remember him having.
Okay, who gonna get their ass whooping over this fight?
The fat dude.
Shit, man, you never know, boy. You hit that gut though, they got that oxygen go. Shit.
All right, so now we're about to jump into that instant replay staple known as asshole of the week. I'll just jump right in. Jets Quentin Williams arrested for carrying a gun in the airport.
Dumbass.
He had an unregistered Glock 19.
Unregistered, and he had a cheap ass Glock. I mean, damn.
Not
Boy,
cheap.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, boy.
It's one of the most reliable handguns you can get.
No, it ain't, baby.
Got one of them ghost guns.
A Kimber. Kimber is the real deal. A Sig Sauer, baby. I'm a gun snob. I couldn't.
Oh!
I couldn't carry.
Sorry. There's a fight in the Bruins game. I'm sorry.
I couldn't carry a Glock, man. That shit would burn a hole in my pocket, man. Shit.
In this day and age,
There's no excuse.
there's no excuse for that.
No excuse.
That is ridiculous.
Now, with that one, he should be kicked out of the league. For real.
That's for real. That is.
That's the most.
Airport, man. You know how they do you at the airport, man. You can't be fair.
And you a brother? Dumb man, come on. I mean, you know what? They got Coach Swiss in the airport with his gun.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah.
It was registered. Was it registered?
He white man, you know he legal.
Like, dude,
Shit.
dude could afford to get his, he could have got that shit right.
Well, how much money that boy make a year? 3-4 million. And he got an unregistered gun. You that's a real dumb. That shouldn't be an asshole of the week. That's a dumbass of the year.
That's a dumbass of the week. Dumbass of the week, yeah.
No, I said dumbass of the year.
Yeah, that's
pretty bad.
There's no way. There's no way, man. I mean,
All right.
Hold on, I'm trying to see.
Who else got one? You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Ever hear of a guy named Benjamin Tucker Pats, known as Parlay Pats? A well-known sports gambler.
okay.
He was charged with threatening athletes' family members on social media. Death threats.
For what? Because they win fixed games?
Yeah, but this is my guy. This is my asshole of the week. It's a little bit abstract. But, he MLB players, NFL players. He was making death threats on social media to these guys.
They should have been his ass.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
messages to two members of the Patriots after they won Super Bowl.
Wait a minute. He tried
Trying to rape and murder members of their family
Because they beat the Spurs. Like what? Because it was such.
because they beat the Rams.
Oh no. Oh,
So what did he do? Bet on the Rams?
Obviously.
Yeah. Pats reportedly bet $10,000 on the Rams,
wow.
who lost to New England. So he was making death threats, but he's been doing it for a while. They found out, and yeah. So
Wait.
Pats, who lives in New York City, became publicly known after winning over $1 million through sports gambling in the past year.
He should have set his ass down. He got $1 million. He should be all right.
Yeah.
He just get greedy.
How much he put on the Rams?
He said 10 grand.
10 grand?
10 grand.
That's it.
Yeah, that ain't enough to be.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey man, that's yeah.
But you know who my asshole of the week is? Remember that boy that used to be with Stormy Daniels, the lawyer? He got convicted for threatening the owner of Nike.
Oh, yeah.
With the AAU shit, man. That come on, man. You a thousandaire, and you gonna go try to threaten a billionaire? You know they making all kind of technology. What a dumbass.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, man. He got money from Trump with the hoes. He should have just left it alone. He got greedy. That's my asshole of the week. They put his ass in jail too. He got 7 years.
Yeah.
He got 7 years.
Damn.
I actually don't got one this week.
Can't mess with.
Come on, man. You got somebody.
Nah.
You got Belichick for not talking to Tom Brady on the phone when he called.
No, he did talk to him on the phone. That didn't go well.
That's the asshole of the week. That's who said.
That's fine.
What was he expecting? Was he
How do you
expecting
think
his
it's
ass
going
kicked?
to go? You know who reported that, though? It's Tom Brady's camp that reported that it didn't go well.
Because they mad.
So,
Man, this shit ain't gonna end.
it's because Belichick, he's like, listen, this is business as usual. This is the way it's going to go.
Yeah, Belichick said your ass got to go. I wanted.
So that's not asshole. He's not asshole of the week.
He just being
Actually,
coach of the week.
Brady's camp, Brady's little people, PR people should be asshole of the week. That's
No.
Hey, so what do you
To
think?
me.
Oh, I got the hell no. Oh, I got the hell no of the hell no. Oh, suck it now. Yeah. Let me ask y'all a question. Which one of them boys you think is Sanchez? That's gonna be a good one now. Which one you think is Sanchez? Oops.
Oh, you can't see those dudes.
Obviously, dude in the red trunks.
yeah.
PJ,
Flash.
fix your phone, PJ.
No, they said D Flash. There's no L Flash. What L Flash is?
Making a damn joke, man.
I know. I got.
PJ's asshole of the week is Dana White
Why?
for putting all that on Instagram.
But he called Bob Kraft. The Bob Kraft called Dana White.
And Bob Kraft said, I didn't like what you did.
Bob Kraft said, "Look, man, we if they, what do you think, man? Everybody's worried about Brady is the biggest free agent that's not going to be a free agent.
Yep.
I mean, seriously.
And you know what?
Oh, now it sounds like you switched. I thought you said he was gone.
No, he's going to get signed up quick by somebody.
No, there ain't nobody gonna sign no fucking 43-year-old washed up.
Yeah, somebody will.
Well, he's not going to retire.
But you know what's so funny? You say that, AC. One thing I know about football, man, if you were a former #1 draft pick, somebody always think you got a little bit left in the tank.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Well, I can't fault Dana White. He's got a big fight coming up tonight. He needs to get out in the news a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Are you gonna watch that fight tonight?
Probably not. I
Yeah.
told you I'm gonna watch a movie.
You just talked it up like you were going to watch it.
No, I just said he's got a big fight coming up. He knows it.
You got a big fight coming up.
He's a
getting out there.
promoter.
I'm not going to watch it.
He's a promoter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good point. Yeah.
Let me
Yeah, he is.
let me get Tom Brady on. Let me say something controversial.
Yeah.
I don't got my weigh-ins and my press
The
conferences.
weigh-in was pretty intense too.
That
Though.
wasn't even the weigh-in.
Kick in the
That
back.
was just a press conference.
Hey, isn't Tom Brady
Oh yeah,
part of
that's
the
a press
MMA?
conference. Oh, okay.
Is he
So
an
kick the
investor
belt
in
off the
that?
stage.
I don't know.
I don't know if he is. He might be.
Oh, look at that. Do you think you can handle that, boy? Look at that right there. Think you can handle that?
No, she popped my fucking head like a balloon.
Why?
Why? Because I go in deep.
You going deep?
As deep as he can.
Damn, boy.
I mean, my deep might not be everybody else's deep, but to me it's deep.
Hey, you know what?
You, PJ. You do you.
I'm gonna ask Holly when she come back. I'm like, Holly, that boy go all the way in.
She'll say, probably. I mean,
Hey, I put it like this: Holly ain't no V12. She ain't no 4-cylinder. I can guarantee that. That's a diesel, baby. Shit, you gotta,
yeah, it's a diesel. If I don't plug her in when it's cold out tonight, she don't start up.
You know, AC won't say that about his wife over here. AC, you ain't got nothing to say about it. What's your wife name, Crystal? No.
No, it's Brooke, man.
What you gonna say about
Charmaine.
You won't say that about Brooke, man. Well, come on, man. Go in on a little bit.
Got nothing to go in on about.
Oh, man. Man, when I met your wife's like, she don't take no shit.
No.
She look like one of them type boys. She hold a grudge. She look like one of them types, man. She hold it, that's just my impression.
Well, I ain't.
Hey, help me out now.
I ain't had none of my jerseys cut up yet, so.
She ain't gonna do that to you, man. She love you too much. She ain't gonna go in on you like that. But you know, my wife always want to put Notre Dame shit on my dogs, man. I got OU jackets and shit. She get the Notre Dame out. I'm like, girl, you go.
Hey, oh, you hate Notre Dame too, don't you?
Yeah. That damn Lou Holtz almost ruined my career.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Shit. My daddy said, boy, you smarter. We could have went to Notre Dame. You get a real job when you got out of college.
Oh, shit.
Man, I'll tell you a funny story, man. When I was being recruited, Jack and Cheryl came to our house.
Damn,
right?
another fight. Son of a bitch. You all need to put this game outside.
Man, you need to be talking about some. Man, you got a sports story to tell. I'm telling Jack and Cheryl. Jack and Cheryl was coach at Texas A&M, right? He had just left, Pittsburgh and shit, came down. He, guy named Mike Little. You know who was my recruiting escort? Gary Kubiak.
Was it?
Yeah. That shit was funny, man. So we had the fucking game, right? So Jack was like, yeah, Mr. Zeke, we'd really like to have him come in and be one of our the cornerbacks, man. I said, boy, he just came out because the trip was free. He going to Oklahoma. Everybody looked at me like I said, yep, we are. My dad literally said, we are going to Oklahoma. He didn't say nothing about I was going to say, we going to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Everybody looked at my dad like, I can't believe we waste all this money to fly this kid down here to College Station. I liked it because they had the collie. You know what I mean? The dog, I had to have Lassie. But Lassie was a female, though. See, people don't know that. You know Lassie was a female?
I knew that.
Yeah.
You did? Okay. But he's called a boy on TV.
Yeah, well, it was the 50s. Everything was about the man.
We need to go back to that. When men kick doors in. Give a girl some strong discipline. She won't be all this Me Too and stuff, man. But Me Too mess everybody up.
Get the
Man, you see how they railroad Harvey? They did Harvey wrong, man.
well, Harvey was he was a fucking sick bastard.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't, dog. Let me tell you something. I'm going, TV land, excuse me. I'm going controversial. Harvey played his game. Them girls, think about it, man. You a girl, young girl.
Stop.
No.
He would jerk off in his potted plants and make his assistant clean it up.
So what he pay him for? Shit. They clean up baby mama. Think about your baby. If the Harvey had a baby, you ever smell baby doo-doo diaper? You smell your grandkid doo-doo. That's no strong, ain't it? Am I right? Yes. You look at that little baby and say, God dang, how can this come out this baby? But I ain't talking about Harvey doing that. But Harvey had them girls try to use Harvey. You know Harvey wasn't the most attractive guy, right? Yeah. So Harvey like, look, I got this paper. Let's make this a transactional relationship. You give me what you want, I give you what you want. But see, here's the problem. Those girls just didn't have no talent. Now I guarantee you, them girls with some good actors, Harvey stand a chance of making more money with them on the silver screen than laying on their backs. I promise you that. What? Did I say something wrong?
Maybe.
Harvey was grinding. You know Harvey. Harvey was grinding.
Harvey wasn't grinding, man. Harvey was timing. It was just bad timing. He did it during the Me Too era. Back in the 1950s, 1950s, back in the day, Gloria Swanson was, popping up with old man Kennedy, trying to get that studio money. Jane was a girl named Jane Russell. You remember Jane Russell? With Howard Hughes?
Yeah.
He the one made the push-up bra for her. So you can see them things on the screen. Yeah, man, I'm doing a little history lesson up in here. Yeah, man, what you talking about? I told y'all.
Is this a sports podcast?
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Wait, man, I'm going in tonight.
I thought, wait. Oh, okay.
We got 4 down. Let's go. We got 4 down.
Yeah, let's go down. You ready, Jonathan? 4 downs.
Man, we started late tonight,
That was
ACOCP time is
that was the harshest transition that I have ever had on this podcast right there. I mean,
take your time.
How do I follow that?
Just collect your thoughts.
Collect your thoughts.
You know how? You know how I follow that? With some 4 downs, some good questions. Here we go.
All right.
Look, he lick his tongue out at it, man. He lick his tongue out at it.
First down. Here we go. Do you agree with the current draft rankings at the quarterback position, which is Burrow number 1, Tua number 2, and Herbert 3? Do you guys agree with those rankings right there?
Yeah.
For the draft?
No.
You don't agree with him?
No.
I wouldn't be going to Cincinnati if I was number 1 draft pick. I can tell you that's why I messed up.
I think Burrow's fine at 1.
I think Burrow's fine at 1. Go ahead.
I don't know why Hurts isn't in the conversation. I think Hurts would be a better grab than Tua right now.
I agree.
But Tua, a lot of people, a lot of scouts say Tua is slotted as a backup. So when you got scouts saying
I think the thing that's hurting Tua
they
is
see something.
people think he's injury prone.
No, man, he ain't athletic. He ain't injury prone. He's not athletic. Man, you look at the quarterback position now, dude. You got to have some wheels.
Yeah.
He ain't got no wheels, bro. Shit. Think about it. You know the linebacker that ran a 4.3 from Clemson.
Oh man, that guy. Fast.
Then you look at my boy from Oklahoma that ran a 4.6. He 320 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you got the other guy ran faster than he did.
Yeah.
He was 300 and some pounds. Man, think about it. Hey, Baker Mayfield in trouble. He trying to lose weight now. You know that.
Who? Baker?
So what do you think? How do you think the 1, 2, 3 should go for the quarterback rankings?
I mean, Tua can't even participate right now. You have no idea what he's going to
Yeah, you're right.
And he's not athletic.
So why is he at 2?
Because
he's Tua.
Because he came from Alabama.
And he came from Alabama.
Yeah, and he's
How many Alabama quarterbacks you seen do well in the NFL? None.
I mean, if you said 1 Burrow, 2 Hurts, 3 Herbert, I'd be fine. If you said 1, I'm fine with Burrow being number 1.
Can you handle that?
Right.
Probably not. None of them. If you said Herbert, then Hurts, I'd be fine with those. But I don't like seeing 2 in there at number 2.
They need about another 50 pounds for me. That's all I got to say, dog.
Yeah,
Don't choke
on
out.
second thought, but yeah, Burrow for sure. Herbert, man, what was the old dude you talking about, man?
Shit, Love from Utah.
Yeah.
But
I heard a
everybody,
little bit about them.
but I'm gonna tell you, Howard Cosell, the scout, the super scout, he loves him. And Cosell, man, he been around for 40 years, studying tape. Rich knows him very well, man, and a lot of stuff. He's spot on.
Yeah.
He's spot on, man.
So if I had to go just between those 3, I would probably move Tua to 3rd instead of 2nd. But
Yeah.
I move Jalen Hurts in I call him the fake Oklahoma quarterback because he really Alabama boy.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, he should get drafted under the Alabama banner instead of OU banner. Honestly speaking, but Nick Saban didn't use him right. He got used correct. But now they can't come out. The reason why he didn't throw so well in the last several games, man, he had his hand was he had a sprained hand.
Oh yeah.
Because when he came to the combine, he lit it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't agree that Saban didn't use him right. Saban used him perfectly.
No, he didn't.
He used him perfectly.
He didn't teach him how to throw the ball.
Got him. He didn't have to.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I don't think he didn't. I don't think he got
did
it for that.
everything he needed to do to get to win championships and to get to the championship.
All right, I'm not even going to argue with you on that one, man. Since the night, Saturday night, I already been controversial tonight.
You think Saban cares what happens to his guys after they leave the NFL?
Actually, he does. He's like Switzer, man.
Is he?
I mean, Switzer, man. We just had a different kind of. We got a different kind of family at OU, man. It's just different. Mm-hmm. It's really weird. It's like everybody look out for each other, man. It's not like a lot of schools where
It's not weird. It's a brotherhood, man.
guys have animosity towards other guys at some colleges and stuff, man. It's not like that at OU, man. We different. I mean, even my wife said, "God, man, y'all some strange dudes."
See, I don't know if it's like that at Alabama. I just know that he's a pretty straightforward dude, and he wants to win. And he wants to win right now.
Yeah, but think about it, man. He doesn't have much to do with his players after they finish at Alabama.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, think about it, man. We got guys still hang out with Switzer, coach, and we go do stuff, man.
I think he likes it that his players get drafted, in the first round or second round because it makes him look good. But I don't think he's like, you need to throw the ball like this so that when you get in the NFL,
You're developed.
Yeah. And these are what the guys are going to look for. He's like, I want you to throw it like this because this is how I want you to throw it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get in the college playoffs and except for last year, but
man, big boy fighting now. I told you.
All right, John, you got second
down.
Yeah, I was just about to butt in, man. This is going a little bit long. All right. This actually goes along with this a little bit. Should Washington draft Tua with the second pick to compete with Haskins?
I'll bring in a veteran.
I think I would rather.
Really?
Yeah, I'll bring in a veteran, man. You got 2 young quarterbacks, man. One get hurt, it's going to get even worse. I'll bring in a veteran.
Yeah.
I'll probably bring in a guy like Give It Back.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No. What's the boy name down at Give It Back?
Oh, James.
Mariota?
Famous James.
Yeah, famous James. Give it back, James.
Oh, okay.
James always gonna give you at least a couple of them.
Yeah. No, I don't. Man, I just. You just drafted Haskins. You come into a terrible situation, to be honest.
But he's with a terrible owner, first of all.
Well, yeah, you mentioned that before. But like, so I don't know, man.
I bring in a veteran.
Yep.
Like y'all were saying.
Bring in a veteran, man,
And-
and teach him.
Yep.
Because who was the quarterback there that got hurt? Alex Smith, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he ain't coming back. He's done.
Yeah.
But he got paid though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, I just nah.
Man, you know what I need to ask y'all. Did y'all disinfect these damn microphones for the damn corona?
I sneezed on every single one before we started.
That's all right, dude. You healthy, so because you told me that your work at the lab, you were
Blood work
good.
came back perfect.
Okay, then, well, we good. Then. Achoo.
Nah, I don't.
And I'll actually be surprised. I'll be surprised if Tua gets taken in the first round
He's going to Miami.
by someone that doesn't have an established quarterback.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it, man. He's going to Miami. He's going to be number 5. In Miami.
That
And that'd be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Washington do after they just took Haskins. I just.
If I was Joe Burrow daddy, I would let my son go to Cincinnati. There's no man. Who the Elway blocked his? Eli. And who was another quarterback? Who was? That was it.
Hasn't been recently.
Nah, those are the 2 most recent ones, though.
Man, he get on teach him. I play wherever I get drafted. Not me. Shit, that would have been my son. Oh hell no. Shit.
What you think, Jonathan? You think they should get him?
No, I agree with you guys. I mean, a veteran would look really good over there in
It could teach him.
the Redskins, but they ain't going nowhere, man.
I'll tell you what.
Who are they going to get for a veteran to go over there?
I mean,
Really?
Somebody-
Rivers?
maybe.
Rivers, Jameis,
Yeah.
Jameis? I mean, who else we got?
Mariota.
Taysom Hill?
Mariota.
Oh yeah, Mariota.
Give up a first-round pick to
That would actually be a pretty Washington thing to do.
Yeah.
yeah.
I tell you what.
But I agree. I mean, I don't want to see a competition between two rookies. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to see that. But
one of
for the
those-
organization, that'd be a really shitty move for the organization.
But Haskins had business playing last year anyway.
Nah.
Urban Meyer said that
you're right.
he should have been sitting on the bench, but
Right.
and he should have been drafted number 1 either. He's like
Oh yeah. You know what? Haskins probably would have slid, man.
Haskins is a Byron Leftwich. He can't run. I ain't never seen a black man like that in my life.
Byron Leftwich.
I mean, damn. And then when you see Haskins, I ain't gonna lie, man.
Statue?
Haskins can't move. Now he got an arm,
Yeah, he got
but
on.
man, you can't be a statue in the NFL now.
No.
Well,
You gotta be able to move.
You know what? That's why I say Brady need to go and put the bow on it.
I mean, for the Redskins anyway.
All right. Let's not go on a tangent here. Let's go to third down. How about that?
No, man, that's real. Phillip Rivers need to go too. Shit. All them old slow dudes that were been playing 20 years. 20 years they were good. Not now. Shit.
All right, listen. This third down might go deep,
All right.
like PJ. All right.
PJ. Hey, PJ going deep.
PJ going deep.
I should have said
New
as deep as I
segment.
can.
PJ going deep.
Oh man,
Yeah, see,
we're gonna talk about that. I got a new segment for my brother right here, Bob. All right. Third down. Here we go. Anthony.
Yep.
Should the Packers be thinking about life after Rodgers?
Yep. Absolutely.
Really? That was a quick. I was not expecting such a quick answer.
Hey man,
Go ahead. Elaborate.
the same question was posed when they drafted Aaron Rodgers, when they still had Favre, who still had some life left in him. You absolutely have to. Now, I ain't saying you go out here and spend a first or second round pick on a quarterback, because it might be too.
I don't think the QB class is right for that right now.
No.
Next year,
It's not going to help your.
next year gonna be loaded.
Yeah. Maybe you find yourself a third or fourth rounder, but to try to draft a quarterback in the first or second round, man, hell, you know what? I'll even say the third round is just this ain't the year for that. So, but yeah, they need to be thinking about that.
But
absolutely.
if you draft a quarterback in the first 2 rounds, you know if Aaron Rodgers has a bad game, they're gonna have to put him in.
Yeah.
So AC, you on point though.
If they draft a quarterback in the first round, maybe. But Aaron Rodgers at least can't be that damn short where he had one bad game and he automatically just there's no way.
Man, you know how the fans
Well,
are.
they might do that.
The fans might be. I don't know the fans. might not want to-
Remember that game where Kansas City was blowing out the Patriots?
Oh yeah, they were ready to get rid of Tom Brady.
They sat Brady in the fourth quarter.
Did they?
Threw Garoppolo in.
That's a little bit.
That was
Who
different.
started the next week?
Oh, Brady. Yeah,
See, that's
Brady.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I can understand if you're getting blown out. Yeah, but if he's having a bad game, throws a couple picks and shit or whatever. Nah, I don't. But yeah, to answer your question, Jonathan, unless you go grab somebody like the 5th round or something, one of them kind of dudes. There's no
Gap guy for the following year.
Yeah. There's no use in spending early round picks on a quarterback when we have
No doubt, but they're definitely the Packers are definitely thinking about life after Rodgers.
Oh yeah, you have to. You have to.
Because that's coming soon.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, how many times has he talked about? He's talked about retirement before.
Well, how is he? 38? 37?
37.
37.
So I mean, it's a short time coming.
Well, the thing is about him, man, he's been hurt
Yep.
last couple of years, and so maybe he need to get some gear and get revitalized.
That's right.
Maybe that's why maybe he needs to be a little vocal on the CBA.
He is.
Yeah, he's against it.
He's against it.
Yeah.
Well, shit, you making almost $400 million a year. Shit, you ain't got no need for no money. I mean, shit, just shut your ass up, man. Let them boys get paid. I mean, what?
Nah, he's
What do you guys? What do you? PJ, Sloan? What do you guys think?
Oh, no, absolutely.
Should they be thinking about life after Rodgers?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, if you want to save your franchise, come and think about it. When you,
Dude, I mean, organizations are always thinking about life after their quarterback.
some of them don't,
trying
man.
to plan for it or whatever.
You gotta already have
But-
them there studying underneath that.
Listen,
joker.
they had one of the best quarterbacks in the league at the time, and they prepared for it. I don't
Right.
see them doing that
No.
any differently.
They have to, man.
Yeah.
You be.
They let Brett Favre walk.
Well,
Yeah.
so you think? What about New England? You got an icon.
Yeah, but we don't have.
Right.
But if we had an Aaron Rodgers sitting on the bench, I'd be like, all right.
Well, they had Garoppolo and Brady went up there crying and Bob,
That's why-
Bobby,
that's why he-
Daddy Kraft, please send him away.
Well,
I don't like him in the classroom with me. He make me nervous.
Things are different. They weren't going to pay
You
him.
sound like Shannon Sharp.
He used to be my neighbor, by the way.
Sandy.
Get the hell.
No shit. He used to be my neighbor. I mean, I tell you a funny story. We were in fucking Harris Teeter, right? He saw Iris. What's up? I said, man, leave my wife alone. Oh, man, that ain't your wife. You can't get nothing like that. I said, yes, I can. And I'm driving a Volkswagen, so leave me alone. Shit. Iris started laughing. I said, Sloan, he does look good. Them tank tops. I mean,
Oh man, you need to get Unk on the show. You know him? You get him on the show.
Shannon Sharp.
Get Unk on the show, please.
Man, you know what? I'm going to work on that.
Yeah,
Cause he still live. Yeah. That's going to be funny.
Oh Lord, I would love that.
that would be-
I listen to him every day.
But Shannon be talking
Every
good
day.
shit, though.
Oh, he is.
but what
I
you-
love him though, man. He's great. You remind me of him. He reminds me of you. I guarantee. Like
he destroyed Skip too.
The way you talk,
I'm a lot older though, man.
That's okay.
Apparently, he destroyed some buffalo wings too.
No, his brother came along with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now his brother. Now,
Anyway.
he should have been in the Hall of Fame.
He lived here in Atlanta for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He lived right over there. At
He
Kansas City.
loves ATL.
he used to go to $3 cafe all the time.
Heart broke, man. Heart broke.
So what's the next down, baby?
All right, fourth down. Will the Cowboys keep Amari Cooper?
Yes,
They're gonna have to.
they have to.
They have to.
Yeah, that is as much as they need Zeke for that offense to thrive. They also need Amari Cooper.
To stretch it out.
Yeah,
Stretch it out.
Yeah. But they need a tight end though.
They do.
Yeah,
They had that young boy, but then they brought the old dude back.
yeah.
They brought Witten back here.
Yeah, but no,
I call the old dude.
they need someone to stretch the field just to set up their run game.
Running game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run game and the screen game.
Now they got Blake. Who is that? Blake Jarwin? Is that tight end?
Yeah. He should have been starting. He's a much better
Yeah.
tight end than Jason Witten.
Nah, but
Oh, absolutely.
they
He's a good blocking tight end.
they run
He's a big boy.
they run one of the best screen schemes in the NFL because of who they got lining up on the outside.
Yep.
Because it frees up the middle a little bit.
He clears
Yeah.
it out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Clears it out. 100.
So they just offered Dak the $33 million a year, $105 million guaranteed. You think they're going to be able to play Amari Cooper too?
Well, look at
they got
the
$90
cap,
million.
they got all that cap
The $200 million cap shit.
If the
man.
cap jumps up, yeah,
$90 million sitting in the hole, shit. Jerry,
Man, they got more people to pay than that, man.
It's whether Jerry's shaky hands.
what
when
did
he signs that
Jerry
check.
say? My fingers don't cramp when I write checks. That's what Jerry said. What?
He said it.
Look, guys, I told y'all I was going raw tonight. I told the people out there at TV land I'm going raw.
Yeah, if
Uncovered. Raw.
So you guys all think Amari Cooper's going to stay with the Cowboys,
yeah.
Yeah.
and it's because you think they have no choice, basically.
No, I mean, well,
Dallas going to have a
To
pretty...
be able to compete with the rest of the teams in the league,
they-
Amari Cooper has to stay.
no,
Yeah.
they got choices. He's the best choice.
He's the best choice.
Yeah,
for them.
But I would tell you this, man. People can say what they want to say. They got a really nice coach now. They got a real offensive coach now. McCartney's no nonsense
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of guy.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I think if Dak Prescott can't be a better quarterback under McCartney,
Yeah, dude.
Wings or Beatles McCartney? Wings or Beatles McCartney?
McCarthy.
There you go.
Hey, look. I can take it when you signify on me because I get it out. I can handle it. Bones handle it now.
All right, that was the last down.
That was four.
That's fourth down, man.
All right,
Down.
let's hit hell yeah, hell no real quick, and then we'll go with the finish it off with the 2-minute drill. All right, that's how you finish off a game, right? The 2-minute drill. All right, so
That's right.
my hell yeah, hell no. By the 2021 season, the NFL would have adopted the XFL's kickoff.
Hell yeah. Or,
Hell yeah.
maybe not exactly, but something similar.
Hell no.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell no, they're not going to change it.
Shit. Okay, I talked to the room, but y'all sit down with the room, man. Wait a minute. We had
the 2020?
No, 2021.
2021. They can't do it the first year. Then that'd be too obvious.
Yeah.
They're like they stole the camera angle with the slide camera. Hey, these guys sat with the room, man. Now he did. What did he say? He said, "Do they have some good things? They have some things we've been looking into."
Yeah.
So that right there. Now he's the chairman of the competition committee or the rules committee.
For 20 plus years.
Yeah, y'all. You know.
I that's a hell yeah for me. I mean, they'll they're gonna
modify.
They'll scope on it again, and this season of the XFL, this first one, has been way more successful than the last time they came out.
The ratings have been strong.
Yeah, the crowds are there. They ain't running out of beer and all that kind of stuff like they did last time. So, I think that's a hell yeah for me. Like, not next season that's coming up, but the season after that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. Good.
With your hell no, hell yes.
I ain't gonna do it. It's a hell no for me.
Oh, I got one. All right. AJ Green is pissed that he's getting franchised and staying in Cincinnati.
He should.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
You don't think he's mad?
Hell yeah, he
Nope.
mad. He wants to go to New England. That's a. I heard that from a reliable source.
Damn.
He wanted out. He been there too long. They got to save him for AJ Burrows. I mean, for Joe Burrows.
No.
AJ Burrow.
Think about AJ Burrows.
There's no way that
This
you could.
topic is now, it's under the heading AJ Burrow.
Leave me alone.
AJ Green could walk in this room right now and say, I am happy being franchised, and I still wouldn't believe him.
You're going to say, bullshit. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Everyone get that paper, don't they?
That's mad, man.
Oh, no, he's getting paid, but, man,
At that point in his career, man, he needs to be happy. He's still getting big top dollars for some gun that been hurt most of the time. How many years he been in the league now? I know
9? Is it 9?
Yeah, at least.
9 years he get paid top 5 money. Boy, shut your mouth. Shit, 9
I
years.
would be up out of there. I would. Just like you said, who would have played? Who would be in Cincinnati?
Don't be quoting me now. Now you make me stop all that. It's too much. Stop it.
Wide receiver franchise tag. What is it?
18.
Yep, exactly.
18 million a year.
Almost 18.5.
I'm pretty good.
Yep. Is he pissed off that he knows he's going to get 18.5 this year?
And he might get less somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think he's still pissed off.
Yeah, I think he's pissed off too.
I don't care what nobody say.
Just
He's totally pissed. Every time before that, he was talking about leaving. He wanted to leave. He wanted out. And then
all he had to do was leave.
Burrow said something, and Bagels like, oh, no, yeah, we'll get you. We got him.
Man, he too old. Come on. 9 years, man. Hell, you ain't done nothing then.
They didn't want him to pull the Eli. That's why. They didn't want Burrow to pull the Eli. That's why he did it.
Hey.
No, they need to keep him there for.
Yeah.
I would sit out.
Who? Oh, you talking about AJ Green? Hey.
No, you can't sit out at 9 years, man. You missed that year.
He old, but like y'all, what you just now said about like the Patriots, that's the kind of team straight thriving in New England. If he was able to pursue free agency or what?
No, that's what he said. He wanted to go to New England
because he thrived there. He knows that there's a coach that knows how to program the playbook around this dude who is aging, still fast, still can catch wide receiver.
And he's smart. He has a high football IQ.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing. You know, Belichick always said the smartest player he ever coached. Guess who it was?
Randy Moss.
You got it. Even Tom Brady said it.
Well, that's why he gets guys from Rutgers and stuff like that.
That's right.
Where Randy Moss go? Marshall? He was at Marshall.
Randy Moss ain't stupid.
Nah.
Mm-mm. That's obvious.
You know what kind of? You know where he lives? He lives in an old folks retirement community. That's where he always had. No, seriously.
Randy Moss?
Yep.
What, 55 and over?
Yep. He always have lived there because all he want to do is fish and smoke weed. Straight cash, homie.
But yeah, totally believable. Totally. Yeah. Anybody else got some hell yeah?
Yeah, I got what. You know the rumor mill is they're gonna do a swap: East Coast, West Coast, West Coast, East Coast. Mm-hmm. Do you think that shit really gonna happen? If they decide to do that, that would be the dumbest move in football history.
Jimmy G to New England.
Oh yeah.
And Brady to San Francisco. Now let me ask you this question. Now when the last time Tom Brady ran a bootleg? When the last time Tom Brady did a rollout? That's what that offense is.
Yeah, that's Shanahan right there.
But you know what that offense also is?
What?
Good running back core, good offensive line,
Nice tight end.
great
Nice tight end. Shit, that's a superstar.
That man was
Great
nice.
Not only that, but they got 2 good tight ends.
And they got a defense.
They got a great defense, and they have wide receivers.
Because word on the street, man, they ain't too high on Jimmy G because he they gave him all that money.
I'll tell you what, hell no, it's not happening.
But boy,
But hell yeah, I'll tell you what, if that call comes through, Belichick is making that deal. Well, so it won't be a deal. It'll be
an even trade.
it won't be
It'll be a signing trade.
Sign and trade, yeah.
It can't be it'll be sign and trade.
Yeah,
It'll be a signing trade.
Brady's contract is up.
Belichick would fucking say yes the fastest he's ever said yes in his life.
But the problem that you're going to have with Jimmy G, that porn girl ain't going to survive in Boston.
And he knows that. He's fine. He's fine with that.
Did you see what kind of clothes that girl wear?
Yeah.
She can't wear that shit in Boston in the wintertime, baby.
Belichick don't care about that. He's like, look, we'll have Bobby set you up with some people.
Bobby!
No, I'll tell you what. I'd be fine with it if it happened. But it's not going to happen.
I got some boat stories, too. See, then I've been letting... Go ahead, AC.
No, hell no for me. I don't see that happening. But I mean, I don't have a stake in it. So I mean, this, I don't know how. Belichick, the coach, fucking bleeds success. So I mean, I can't say if it did happen that the Patriots still wouldn't be successful. You know what I mean? Like they just fucking sweating fucking rings and shit. So
yeah, I mean they take Jones off the street and make all pros.
Yeah. So
I mean, so
I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it, I mean,
And here's I got one more too.
Well, John, what do you think about that?
What do I think about what?
The last one.
Yeah, no, that's going to happen.
Look at that jab. But flinched. Now here's.
I was watching a hockey game.
Well, man, look, you gotta pay attention to the ball. Man,
Sorry, man.
No. That's a hell no. He's not in the AC Universe, man. You're not in the AC Universe, buddy. You're on the moon tonight.
And it was a Brady Garoppolo Belichick.
He asked, do you think that?
Yeah, that's probably why I tuned out, because I've been listening to that shit for 3 freaking weeks.
Man, I'm
Lord have mercy.
I'm speaking truth to facts. Not truth to power.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Truth. And I'm speaking truths.
Alright. I don't think Brady is going anywhere. So to me, it's a non-factor. Like, it's not going to happen. Okay. So to me, the Garoppolo thing, I don't want to see Garoppolo in New England. I don't want him there.
Why?
Why would I want him there?
He
hasn't performed in the big moments. I want Brady there. So
Brady,
fine. And he wins. He's been winning. Give him the 2 more years.
You had a choke.
With Stidham there, because everybody's saying a lot of people have been high on Stidham.
Man, Stidham can't play.
The quarterback coach that's been coaching Stidham, and he's coached Jameis Winston and a bunch of other, I can't think of the other names of the other quarterbacks he's been coaching.
Wait a minute.
So hold on.
You see what happened to Jameis Winston guy.
That itself, to me, says that, let Brady stay, bring him back, and we don't need Garoppolo. I don't like the trade with San Francisco. I think it's a bunch of hoopla created by the media, just like the whole past 3 weeks has been, man. Cool. I mean, with Dana White, with Brady on there,
that was Dana White.
I think it's a big old freaking show, man. I don't like it, and it's all on Brady's camp. I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think, like I said in the beginning of the freaking episode. Did we record that when I said I don't think Brady has the balls to leave?
Yeah,
I still think that. I'll always think that, man. I don't think he has the balls to leave. He'll take less money to stay with the Patriots and what he knows, because he doesn't want to learn a new offense. He doesn't want to deal with a new organization, because the Patriots organization is so good and it's been so good to him. We'll figure it out.
No,
I'll tell you what.
I'm watching this Brady goes against Tampa Bay.
If Brady goes anywhere else, he's not learning a new offense. The rest of the team is learning a new offense.
Yeah. But I mean, does he want to have to deal with all that?
Who?
I mean, he already has to deal with every wide receiver that comes in there now. Okay, with coaches that know him to coach those wide receivers. Okay,
He
has to deal with all that now. What? If you go to a new organization that has to deal with all that, that's not going to work.
No, look at all the Russell. Look at Russell Wilson receivers. He got every Russell Wilson receiver Russell Wilson has. They don't be complaining about him. Man, Brady is old.
Yeah, but he's
old dude stuck in his ways.
Coaches.
That's all he is, Patriot John. Stop all that time. Patriot. Man, come on now. Patriot John, now you know better.
John, who do you throw? Who do you put the most blame on for losing the Super Bowl this last season or last year? This last Super Bowl. Garoppolo or Shanahan?
Garoppolo.
Really?
Oh, man.
No, it was Shanahan. That's Shanahan. No, he got soft. No.
You calling a damn play. Yeah.
I know. I mean, Garoppolo, he missed a few. But he had a couple, he had some interceptions. But
Garoppolo always going to see something.
The play calling got soft.
The whole game, he changed the whole game plan up mid-game.
Right. The second half got soft.
He was out playing
absolutely. But
he was out
what does that have to do with Brady?
I'm just saying that you were like, I don't want that bum, blah blah.
And look,
no, I didn't say
saying he's choking.
I don't want Garoppolo because he hasn't proven himself. What has he proven?
Yeah, he has. Shit, when he won, he broke his leg. That team was in the tank. Boy was getting ready to lose his damn job.
5 straight games.
Right.
So in the NFC Championship, pull up his stats.
He didn't have to have great stats in that game.
Man, what you need great stats? He running the ball 6'1", 7.5 yards a carry.
Did he win that game for them, or
pull up Tannehill's stats in the
listen here.
Right, it was Derrick Henry.
Patriot John, calm down, Patriot John. Listen,
through the whole playoff.
Listen up,
I don't want Garoppolo back. I'm just saying I don't trust Garoppolo in the big moments. Yeah.
But you
not to say that. Not to say
have a whole breakdown
quarterback or backup named Stidham that does.
Here's the thing that Jonathan just told me. He said, "Now this coach is supposed to have Coach Jameis Winston. He goes Stidham. Now you remember Stidham threw that interception? But I just said, get your ass out of here."
Swiftly got him out of the game.
He said, "You just like Jameis. You just like Jameis. You got eye problems too." James said he got his eyes corrected this year. He would got his LASIKs.
Yep, he's gonna go 40-39 next week.
Yeah.
Next season.
Little drunk ass Bruce. Coach Arians said, "Well, we think you could test the market." I think we're gonna get somebody. Bridgewater gonna end up at Tampa, but that's not really the right. It's not the right offense though, because.
But it'd be good. It'd be good for him to get out there.
Arians like to throw that ball downfield.
He could throw the ball.
Yeah, man. But that dude, man,
Arians also smart though. He might change things up.
Man, the coordinators don't change. Only one guy that changed is Belichick. Everybody else think they want you to fit into their mold.
I guess that's going.
That was almost a compliment to Belichick from.
That is a compliment. Hey, I tell you one thing. You look at my ass ain't playing right now. That's where I be.
Shit. Taking the league minimum up in his. but see, I was the type of player, man. I didn't make it personal. I do my job. Mm-hmm. When the coach say, "Hey, Sloan, we want you," hey man, I ain't gonna be. I never. That's one thing. When I was playing, man, I never bitched and complained about, "Ooh, this ain't good." Man, look, when I get in, I do my thing. If I don't get in, I'm okay. Mm-hmm.
That's funny, man. That was all off of Hell Yeah, Hell No.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
We still got one more. What you got?
You got one.
You got one. No, I'm good. I got a 2-minute drill.
All right,
let's go get it then, baby. 2 minutes. Got to get that field goal. We need overtime.
You ready?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right. This is who are the bigger losses for each of these teams? This is all due to free agency.
Okay.
I'm going to just name the team, 2 players. Tell me who the bigger loss is. Cowboys, Amari Cooper, Byron Jones.
Amari.
Who would be the bigger loss?
Amari. I'm gonna go Amari.
I think Byron Jones.
Okay.
I think Byron Jones also.
And why you think Byron Jones also?
Just because he produces so much on the defense. I mean, he's creating turnovers and
Makes the call.
a lot of pressure. So I think Byron Jones would be a bigger one. I think they can get rid of Amari Cooper could leave, and they have other people that could to pick up the pace.
Yeah, you can bring an average guy in. Yeah.
We just had a conversation like 10 minutes ago about how much
Amari Cooper, man. All right,
But we didn't put Byron Jones in the mix, though.
Yeah.
But I put Byron Jones in there. Yeah, it's different. This is the only one where I have two different positions.
Okay.
So, anyways, go ahead. What did you think, Anthony?
No, I said Amari.
You said Amari?
Yeah.
Yeah. The way he sets up their screen game, and that's what they run.
Oh, yeah, he stretches the field, definitely.
So, yeah.
No doubt. All right. From Green Bay, Alan Lazard, Geronimo Allison.
Ooh.
Who would be the bigger loss?
I'm gonna say Lazard simply for the fact that he hadn't been there as long as Allison has. He hasn't had as much play time with Aaron Rodgers as Geronimo has.
So you think Geronimo would be the bigger loss?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'd have to agree with that. He's had more time with Aaron. Aaron has a little more trust with Allison. Yeah. Lazard is up and comer though, man.
He is though.
So I'm going to say, as of right now, at this moment, yes, Allison.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Rodgers loves throwing to Lazard.
Yeah.
Lazard is a monster.
So
yeah.
Fantasy this year, pick his ass up.
I'm down with that.
He's gonna.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
I'm all in.
I think Rodgers likes Allison right now as kind of a safety blanket.
Yes.
But he really likes throwing to Lazard. So as of right now, Allison. As of probably next year, if you ask me this question, might swap.
It probably would. I mean, because you had.
They're not. They might not keep both of them though. I mean, actually, when I look at Green Bay's free agents, they really didn't have that many. So a lot of the team is coming back next year.
Yeah.
But these are the two that stuck out to me in the wide receiver rankings.
Yeah, and also too, like I think I saw. I know I saw Lazard kind of get that little side eye from old A-Rod a few times. They running that route correctly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
dude's young too. So
yeah, I mean, just exactly what you said. Yeah, exactly. But like as of right now, Allison, just because he's got that rapport with Aaron Rodgers, and Lazard is gaining that,
and he likes him.
They're gonna try to keep both.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Shit.
They got to work.
Agreed. All right. Texans. Carlos Hyde, Lamar Miller. Bigger loss.
Damn.
They're both free agents.
Who's younger?
That's a tough one right there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's super tough. Which one of them is younger? It's Hyde's the older one, right?
Miller, I think. Right?
Miller's younger?
Hyde. I don't know. They're close.
We'll find out here in a second.
Yeah.
PJ, check that out.
Yeah, he's on it. Damn, dude, they both had like the same type of production last year, right? Like as far as, you know what I mean? Like they're.
I think Hyde is younger, actually.
He might be. Let's see. About to find out here in about 2 seconds. Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller is younger.
He's younger?
Yep. A year younger.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So they're right there. So who would be the bigger loss, you think? That's a tough one because
their production is almost the same.
Yeah.
But I like the way Carlos Hyde. I would say Carlos Hyde would be a bigger loss.
I think so.
I like the way Carlos Hyde runs. He runs hard.
Yeah.
He's good up the middle.
Hey, didn't he run behind Gore for a little bit in San Francisco?
Yeah.
No, Hyde. Yeah.
He's that big third down back.
Yeah.
He get 2 inches to make it a yard.
Yeah. So
Didn't Miller have a hard time staying healthy for a time there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I would say Hyde.
Stop that bullshit. There ain't nobody in NFL healthy after the first 2 weeks. Oh man, he accident prone. Everybody gonna have accidents in the NFL.
Listen, when it shows up on fantasy football, that's when I take notice. So
It's really crazy how
that's close though. But they're both free agents.
close their production was this year.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
really, it's like you can take the names off.
The jerseys, and you wouldn't even know who it was.
You couldn't tell.
That's a two-headed dragon right there.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Definitely. All right, move on to the next one. This one should be easy for y'all. Kansas City. Terrell Suggs, Chris Jones. Bigger loss.
Oh, come on, man. Chris Jones.
It's Jones.
Chris Jones.
Terrell Suggs, man.
Suggs is happy to be retiring right now, right?
He got 3 Super Bowl rings now.
He lucked into that third.
Yeah, he sit his ass. That's the old joker. You everybody get back. I be talking about the quarterback side. Now that's the old joker. He really slow. She never even played him on 3rd down. Shit, he still wouldn't even get to the quarterback. And John would take up 3-4 guys still. And he was on half a man.
I thought he was going to win the damn
MVP.
Super Bowl MVP, yeah.
But the MVP should have been Damon Wynn.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
All right, yeah, no, we know that.
Against a quarterback with
I got 5 more.
And that girlfriend is ugly as hell. You gonna make all that money. You need to upgrade your woman status. He should have at least an adjustable 8. At least. That girl is a 6. And she's a drunk. That's high school. That's high school poontang.
Yeah, that's high school sweethearts, man.
So she got to go. She gonna end up like Russell Wilson's wife. Russell Wilson had that high school sweetheart chick. She got out there, started hanging out with Pookie and Bebe and May May.
Mm-hmm.
He got turned. She gonna get turned.
All right,
She's gonna get
here's the
turned.
next one, right?
All right,
Real quick.
let's go.
Here we go. It's the Titans. Ryan Tannehill, Marcus Mariota. Bigger loss.
Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, Ryan
Tannehill.
Tannehill. Shit.
Mariota was a bust.
Can't believe you actually asked that quick.
I know that's right, man. See, you watch the damn hockey. See, that's what you doing. You ain't paying
No.
attention to the stats.
No, I got this. Listen, man, I did this a long time ago. I've been waiting. No, I agree. Yeah, Tannehill will definitely be a bigger loss. All right, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, Emmanuel Sanders. Bigger loss.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah. No. Kendrick Bourne.
You think so?
I like Bourne.
Man,
Yeah, man.
Sanders made a difference in that offense.
I like the way he's been running this route.
He made
Some of his
instant
catches have been
impact.
tight, man.
No, Sanders made an instant impact, man.
I think Sanders at
Am
the
I right?
end of
When
his
he came
career.
from Denver,
That's why I think he'd be a bigger loss.
Instant.
Sanders be instant. Instant loss.
Just like instant oatmeal. You pour the water in, it ready.
Eat it every day. Gotta wait a little while.
That's right.
What about you, Anthony? You agree?
Yeah. Sanders, yeah, dog. That's it. Dude came
Right.
to the team and instant.
Instant credibility.
Yep.
Instant credibility.
I mean, hell, we talked about it the week after. Right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Seahawks. Jadeveon Clowney, Ezekiel Ansah. Who would be the bigger loss?
that's hard because I don't know. I mean, Clowney was doing his thing this year for them,
They're
but
both they're both defensive ends.
yeah, I know it. I'll say,
Clowney out a bunch this year?
yeah, he missed some games.
Answer.
I would say Ansah would be a bigger loss, but just
Yeah.
because of the health. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Totally agree with you, PJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna go also too.
Yep, yeah, I agree.
Okay. New Orleans. Eli Apple and Johnson Batamosi.
Man, Eli Apple. Has
Yeah.
been a keystone there.
He has.
Because he came
He's
over
been
from the
just
Giants.
so disruptive.
He came over from the Giants.
Yeah.
And he didn't do hardly diddly at the Giants. That's why they got rid of him.
No, he didn't. But under that defense, man, he's been
He's been
He's
playing.
been-
Yeah.
I'm going with Apple.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Apple too.
Yeah. I mean, when he's at the Giants, everybody, oh man, they put all that money. Man, that boy went down there and all. Man, he was getting down.
Yeah.
Because I
They put that hoodoo on it. They put that vadoom on it. You know what the vadoom is? Yeah, the vadoom. See, y'all don't get it right. It's vadoom.
The voodoo.
No, man, you don't know nothing about this. See, y'all mess it up and everything. Man, that's real religion, man. That's something real.
Mm-hmm.
See, break it down a little
All right,
bit.
y'all ready? You ready for the last one?
Yeah, 10 seconds left. 4th down and 2. 10 seconds left, man.
No, y'all
2 minutes.
gotta get comfortable on this one.
2-minute drill. Come on, boss.
All right, last one. You ready?
Yeah.
New England Patriots. Bigger loss, Tom Brady or Bill Belichick?
Belichick.
I'm going to have to go Belichick.
Belichick. You can always get a quarterback. You can get a quarterback replacement now. You might not be able to.
I'll tell you what. All right. So Brady comes back. Belichick leaves, and you get Josh McDaniels gets thrown into the head coach's spot.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work because
All right.
he didn't work in Denver.
Are they winning? Are they winning the division?
Hell no. Miami's gonna be.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Shh. All right. Brady goes to L.A. or not L.A. He goes to
The Chargers or something like that.
No, he goes to
Dana White's team. That's Dana White's team. That's Dana White's team.
All right. Andy Dalton comes in.
With Belichick head coach.
Yeah. They win in the East?
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Remember when the conversation that ever happens, my thoughts are always Brady without Belichick won maybe 2 rings in history.
No.
Belichick without Brady at least 3.
No.
Because he is that dude. That's that. You don't think he?
Yeah.
If Brady didn't have Belichick as head coach, filming games, all shit. There ain't no way the hell that somebody would have won a Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying, man. Hey, talk.
All right.
Everybody know what the deal is, but they don't say it because it would ruin. It'll be the biggest scandal in football history. That's real talk. Real talk.
But
I know, cause I know the conversation that be going on. You know I got receipts.
I know. I seen him.
Dude.
But anyway,
What do you think, John?
Right now, I think the biggest loss would be Tom Brady.
No, hell no. Man, see, Patriot John.
you
No, I'm joking.
Okay,
I just want to see what you guys.
BJ, get it.
No, Bill Belichick, man.
Signify.
I was going to say 5 minutes ago you were all like, oh,
That holds the whole team together, man.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
come
the
on.
glue that holds the team together, man. He's the one that makes the decisions. He's the one that makes. Besides that one time that Kraft got rid of Garoppolo because of Brady.
Well, Brady was crying.
That's the only time,
Brady
man.
was crying.
That's the only time.
was
So
also-
if Belichick left, that would be worse for the Patriots than if Brady left right
100%.
now. Because Belichick could coach up the next guy, man.
Bobby, let
who it
me
is.
tell you, you know what happened, man. Brady went up to Bobby and said, listen, Bobby, you know I got took pictures on you with the underage Chinaman girls. You better go and bust him out of here. You better go and get him.
Time in Zero Beach.
You better go and get him out of here because I'm going to the press.
Chinaman girl.
He said, I'm going to the press. He said, need to have you with a black girl. Ooh. Man, that's not really not right. I got me acting fool tonight, man.
greatest coach in the history of organized sports. You can't,
You think we'd been a good coach without the
Yeah, you can't pit one against the other. You know,
Yeah.
Belichick is way better.
But-
You know,
but
he'd be a way bigger loss. He'd be a way bigger
Can you
loss.
imagine that Art Modell, he died thinking, I fired the guy that kicked everybody ass for the last 30 years.
That's why he's so bitter when he
let me
left.
think about it, man. He was good when he's with the fucking New York Giants.
Yeah.
And guess who he coached? Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. His favorite player. You say Lawrence Taylor in front
He
of
lights up.
his eyes twinkle.
Did you ever see the thing on NFL when they had the greatest linebacker? They had Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis. Check was on there.
Yeah.
He teared up.
NFL 100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He teared up.
Yep.
He teared up.
Look, you bench your best defensive back in the Super Bowl
And put another guy in there.
and lose, and it's like I don't even care because
He
you
broke
understand
the
what I'm
rules.
saying? He broke the rules.
Broke the rules.
So you're not gonna get to play. That
Hey man, did you man? You
know what
remember?
kind of sack it take to do something like that?
No, a whole shit. He got big ones.
yeah.
He got big ones. He doesn't have big ones. He got big ones. He got big ones.
That guy was getting burnt all game.
Yeah.
And he still was like, nope.
He ain't doing it. And the players got mad. He say, "Shut up, you be gone too."
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He say, "Shut up, you be gone too." But you got an interesting story, man. To tell you guys. Lawrence Taylor was when he was playing with the Giants, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lawrence Taylor. They had a thing with Phil Simms and Lawrence Taylor. They like thicker than thieves. Lawrence Taylor called Phil Simms and said, "Hey man, I need a ride to practice." He said, "Where are you?" "I'm on the golf course." So he go picks him up. Lawrence Taylor gets into the meeting, sleep underneath the table. Belichick said, "Hey, Taylor, what you doing down there? You know what we doing?" He said, "Yeah, coach." He said, "Well, get up here on the board and show me." Taylor went up there, wrote everything on the board, and said, "Okay, go back to sleep." That was the end of it. I mean, that was the. That's how they had that kind of relationship. Man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, I mean, shit, man. Lawrence Taylor was
yeah, man. I mean,
Just
think about it. He coached
ridiculous.
Lauren Taylor's, Harry Carson, Byron Hunt, Pepper Johnson, Gary Jeter, Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hall of Famers. People don't give him credit for Hall of Famers.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
then now look at
And won
McGinnis.
2 Super Bowls.
McGinnis, Brewski,
Right.
you know, Jesus
With
Christ.
my guy that's on NBC with Tony Dungy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of right now. Why can't, God.
I can't think of his name.
Rodney, man.
Harrison.
Marvin Harrison?
Rodney.
Hey, man, tell Justin.
Yeah, Rodney Harrison.
Speaking of the coach, what's his name? That was on there with him.
Dungy?
Dungy. You need to tell. Did you ever tell Jonathan about the story we got?
Oh, I don't know if we ever told him
the
that.
inside story.
Yeah,
Jonathan,
yeah.
you need to hear this. This is something nobody don't even know about. This is with
right.
serious receipts.
All right.
Serious receipts.
So, Dungy flew down to,
Tampa.
he didn't fly down to Tampa. He flew somewhere else. I want to say where
Mobile.
Yeah.
Going to the Senior Bowl.
yeah, he flew down to Senior Bowl to interview with the Falcons.
No, interview with Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, I'm sorry. It was with
With the
Tampa Bay.
Glazers.
You're right. With Tampa Bay. And he was trying to get his bag out of the overhead bin in the plane, and it slipped out and hit him in the face. And it bent his glasses all out. They're barely hanging on his face. But he wears glasses, so
Yeah.
he goes to the interview, which was in a shitty-ass hotel room, single bed and single chair. You know, you've been in those hotel rooms that have the little table and the chair.
You pay that girl $20.
Yeah. So the guy interviewing him is sitting in the chair. Dungy's forced to sit on the bed because that's the only other place to sit, with these mangled up glasses just kind of hanging off his face. You know, and he's a pretty straightforward, just, you know, super just business guy, you know. And they conducted an interview, you know, about 10, 15 minutes go on, and he's got these mangled glasses, can't barely see out of them, hanging on his face. And the guy giving the interview just had to stop and say, "Hey, you mind taking off those glasses?" He's like, I can't look at you straight in the face. He's like, "Yes, they're bothering me too." Just took them off, folded them up, put them on the bed.
It got the job.
Got the job.
and nobody doesn't know that. That's a real interesting tidbit of history. That's some real trivia. That's
it
real
is.
receipts, man. Real receipts.
Just kept the interview going like nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happened, man. That was classic, man.
So if you ever meet Tony Junji, you can bring that one up and.
He know you got serious receipts.
Like, tell me about those glasses.
Junji would go, damn, you must be in the end crowd because don't nobody know that story.
For real.
For real, man.
All right, guys. We've been going off on here tonight. It's Saturday.
2 weeks, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Hey, but
Next week. No, 2 weeks.
Yeah, and 2 weeks. That's gonna be 3 days after the damn
free agency.
Free agency, Signify Saturday.
Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of movement.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It's gonna be. As much as these little deadlines that we've had this season, like the trade or whatever, and like a lot of stuff didn't happen this time. It's gonna be some stuff. Yeah, some stuff's gonna happen this time. But yeah, man, I've enjoyed it, man. I had a ball.
Always, come on.
Man,
Oh man, I missed you guys.
Oh, come on, man.
You did. Oh, by the way, man, I'm supposed to talk about
Man, I missed my Tuesday nights, man.
Hey, check it out,
With
though.
you guys talking football and stuff.
We're gonna strip. We don't have to talk football on Saturday night, man. Hey, I just got the one. I got the biggest con job on my mom. Like I told the boys. What?
Well, I don't know. What kind of job was that?
Biggest con job on my mom in American history.
Oh yeah.
Meghan Markle.
Yep. We jumped into that.
Yeah, man, do you know
American history or British history?
both? Hey, man, do you know that boy didn't do his receipts? Do you know her ex-boyfriend was a porn dude? No, serious.
I ain't surprised.
Hey, look, now think about this here. You got a young girl like that from Southern California, hanging out like that, go over to the coastal pond, get a dude like that, and everybody thinking, man, he ain't no beast. He's a beta. That's what, man, look. There ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to leave $88 billion for that. I like, look, you have to keep paying to take Archie with you. That's all I got to say. That's real talk.
Got you on that one. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. We'll hop back on here, be talking some. Oh man, I can't wait for the free agency, man. I just can't.
That's gonna be rough.
Who's going to overpay for somebody that really ain't worth it? That's going to be the big question.
Probably a lot of people. Yeah. Several teams probably, and then we'll be the
Jets.
Yeah, we can get to laugh at them. He said the Jets.
Oh no.
They always overpay. The Jets or freaking Miami or.
No, I think Miami's going to be all right.
Miami's got to put they got to put a good team together so that they look good when they put that for sale sign out in front of the stadium.
Guess what? Miami might have a new owner.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, got it from the real source. hey, now y'all know when I say something going down, y'all know it happened.
Yeah, I know.
Cause I
Yep. So they got to put a good product on the field just so that they get that dollar amount.
They really want him. Gone. That's right. Welcome to the AC Universe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed the show as much as we've enjoyed doing it. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. We'll be back on here, and I mean, hey, can't say enough about free agency opening up. This is gonna be one of the more massive ones in the last few years. To be honest,
I think so.
There's a lot of
money getting thrown out there.
A lot of quarterbacks out there and stuff. So yeah. I am ACS. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at 2279ACS.
PJ, you can get me at Instagram at i.r.pj.
Going deep.
Jonathan, you can get at me on Instagram and Twitter at i.r.jonathan.
Patriot John. But here we go. Hey, you got Sloan. Get fit with Sloan. www.getfitwithsloan.com. And check it out. We back again in 2 weeks. Signify Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, instant replay. Out.
Man, yo. That was good.